Hi, good morning. Do we see and do we hear? It's a very happy day because it's Saturday, which means it's time for Monster Hunter. Hi! Wait a minute. I forgot my book. Hang on. Book! Book acquired. We'll put book. I have too much shit on my desk right now. We'll put book here. Yeah, this'll work. That's a great place for a book. That's where a book belongs. Hi everybody. Couple of announcements right off the bat. We're gonna get into gaming quite swiftly today. I have a hard stop of 5 p.m. my time. That's about 4 hours and 15 minutes from now, and it's hard stop. It's like whatever we're doing, I just have to shut the game down. So I'm going to kind of be relying a little bit on chat's guidance for pacing today as far as quests go. Obviously, our next MSQ is for hunting Diablos, which will be my first time with this monster. I'm very excited for that. But I can't, it's like in my head, I'm like, we'll definitely be able to do Diablos and at least one more quest. But the ADHD debuff is so powerful. And if we get cutscenes or if we do optional stuff, we could get waylaid. So we won't need to do time checks because it's a hard stop because I have to do something with Momunist. So Momunist will be sending me the text. She's very funny. When I go over, when I tell her I'm gonna stop and I go slightly over and like I've told her I'm gonna help her with something, I come out of my room and I go out and she sits on the she sits in the living room on the couch with her arms crossed and she glares at me and then she looks at the clock and then she glares at me, and we want to avoid the potency of the Momunist glare at this moment in time. This one literally yes. Are you done yet? Are you done now? Clock me. So we're gonna sorry, clock me in the club. That's so we want to keep Momunist happy. Momunist has some things I have to help her with today. So hard stop 5 o'clock, which means I don't know. If we do an optional quest, then do Diablos, then do another optional quest, and it's like 3:45. 4:15, like maybe we just call things there. I want to be very cognizant of appropriate pacing points. Like I don't want it to be like, oh, it's 3:30, but if you do one more thing, it'll be really cool, but the really cool thing takes 2 hours. Cuz that means we just turn the computer off before the really cool thing is done. So if we need to stop sooner than usual to preserve a better storytelling pace or like whatever the fuck we're doing in this game, that is totally fine with me. Today will get a little funky because of it, however. Oh, Animus. Great question. It looks like we did drop a few frames in OBS, but it seems like we are stable now. So if any viewers on either platform experience some buffering, go ahead and refresh. Let me know if that problem is better for you. Let me know if that has. Oh my gosh, Kelsey, thank you so much for the gift. Flow State. I had alerts muted. I'm so sorry. I think that happened the last time you sent a gift too, actually. We just finished Pragmata yesterday. So I had alerts muted, obviously, for the cutscenes at the end of the game. Incredible gem, by the way. Really surprising title if you have been on the fence about Pragmata, if you're not sure if it's something you want to experience for yourself. I highly endorse it. Really remarkable little game. Yeah, extremely impactful for the relatively short number of hours required to complete it in a meaningful way. Stellar journey. It was a fine game. It was fine and I was enjoying it, and then it became great. And then it became spectacular. So, hashtag not sponsored. Just a really good game. If you have been interested in it, I can give it 2 crow thumbs way up. Oh, Ghost Pants, thanks for gifting that sub. I appreciate it. Slime Hour, it's so funny you ask. I was so tired yesterday. I hopped on to do some hunts, some grinds. We've got Horns armor now with some of the community hunters on Discord. And it's like 10:30, and I am so tired. My body is just exhausted. And I'm like, why? Why am I so tired? And then it hit me. Oh, yeah. I spent like 90 minutes crying this afternoon. That really takes it out of a bitch. I tell you, like, full body misery. It's draining. It's draining. But I'm feeling much better today. I will definitely be pursuing the unknown signal content that unlocks when you complete your first playthrough. I don't think I'll stream it, but I'll definitely want to experience it for myself. So, great. I haven't seen the male version of Hunt's armor. I wish that even if I couldn't craft the other armor set, I wish they'd let me see it, because I feel like I'm really missing out on assessing certain parts of armor design, or like what monster pieces are being used to what end, because I just don't know what the other sets look like. And that happened the last time we community hunted. Actually, we had somebody roll in and I was like, whoa, is this spoiler armor? And they're like, no, man, this is Gyros. You've seen this. And I was like, in my head, I'm like, no, I fucking haven't. What are you talking about? Must have been the mail set. Completely different. I wish they would like display it. Even if they locked it, I wish they'd let me see it. So, but as later, so I might. Is the plan now for World to be Friday through Sunday, or will there be a new, different Friday only game? I suspect there will be a new, different Friday only game. If only because it is a lot easier for myself, and I guess I can't speak for video editor Al Austin, but it's easier for me to scrub through 10 hours of main game footage, knowing there's like 4 hours of game footage I can kind of put on the back burner. So I expect that there may be a new Friday off game, or maybe I'll do like community hunts on Fridays, maybe. I don't know, but I am currently enjoying Fridays being lower stakes as far as sheer like content of video turnaround goes, right? Just because and this is something that I talked about a little bit when I explained like my Charge Blade perspective. It's like I legitimately do wish I had the free time to just sit down and practice a weapon when I'm not playing the game. My schedule currently simply does not allow for that. It is straight up beyond capacity at the moment. So the less footage I need to comb through week over week, probably just like the happier I'm gonna be. When my schedule calms down, I'm happy to reassess that, make those modifications as necessary. But for right now, yeah, I think we need the off game. Even if I would rather just play Monster Hunter 3 days a week, or 4, 5, 6, 7 days a week, all Monster Hunter all the time. Unfortunately, summer just be fucking busy. Summer just be thumbkin bimsy. So maybe stories, but my concern with stories, and I became, when we started World, I became very confident that my decision was the right one, because when stories showed us a little bit, gave us a little taste of monsters we hadn't discovered yet, right? Like that was my first introduction to Paolumu. That was my first introduction to Toby and Puke Puke. And I thought that was really fun. And then we got into World, and I was like, look at these guys, look at these friends that I know. But looking ahead, like looking at the big picture, it's like, I want to continue to be surprised, actually. And a lot of people have talked about like, are you going to play Rise? And it's like, yes, almost certainly, probably when we're done with World, whenever. So yeah, when we're done with World and then we finish Ascendance, then we'll play Rise. So, 2 years from now. But it's like, I really like being surprised. And if we were to return to Stories 3, although it's a game, it's a precious little game, and I really did enjoy my time with it. It's a very different formula. But it's like the cake is a different flavor, but at the end of the day, it is still cake. It's like a mini cake. It's a tiny cake. It's got like a little bit of whipped cream on it. It's not a large slice of like rich chocolate with like jam inside. It's a different kind of cake, but it's still cake, and I like it. But I don't know if I want the sneak previews of the monsters that they would introduce that I would otherwise organically discover for the first time in those core sort of mainline games. It's a really tough call. Yes, that is ultimately where I have settled, I think. Because I've played 3 Monster Hunter games now, and they're all very different in their own way. Like, there might be a core loop of hunt monster, make thing from monster, hunt new monster. But beyond that, like, there are different there's different movement styles. The weapon mechanics are slightly different. The stories change. The cast of characters are not the same. Like, ultimately, it's like, these are two totally different cakes. But boy, do I have a fucking sweet tooth. So I'm just like, what's that thing Diana says? I'm just happy to be here. I'm just happy to play games. Are we doing Iceborne before Ascendance? I have no idea. Great question. I guess we'll just kind of have to see where the games and where the dates take us. Some folks have said that it would be fun to do Ascendance before Iceborne, but I don't know if I want to I don't know if I'm going to want to stop playing World, right? Because I just like Monster. And we've had some people come through and express sort of the perspective that to them the game doesn't start until Master Ranks. They're like, low rank doesn't matter, higher doesn't matter, just like get to Master Rank as fast as you can. I'm not that kind of player. I'm slow. And I like to take my time, and the video game is there to be played. So I'm going to play the game because the game is fun to play, and it doesn't matter at what rank or what level. So I think, I don't know when we'll be Iceborne ready. I don't even know when we're going to be done with low rank. I have no idea. I haven't been tracking our progress conceivably in that way whatsoever. I don't know how many title events there are. I don't know how many collabs there are. I have no idea what the roster is going to look like. I straight up, I don't know how much time we'll spend in this game. But I don't have any plans of going out of my way to increase or decrease that time. I'm going to spend exactly the amount of time in the game that I want. And if that means we're still playing base game World when Ascendance drops, I think that'll be really unlikely, personally. So I feel like, yes, we'll probably get to Iceborne before then, but I have no idea. Anything could happen. I will be dropping everything to play Guns of the Patriots as soon as that is released at the end of August. So that'll give us 2 weeks of no World, no Monster Hunter, because it's going to be all Kojima, all Metal Gear. I have no idea. Who knows where the schedule will take us, where the winds will blow, what paths life will have us trod. Who can say? I won! Oh, Ellen, thank you so much for subscribing. And Arbiter, congrats on your 1-year sub-anniversary! Oh my goodness! Y'all are the best. Y'all are the best. So, Abdullah, I have wanted to play MGS4 for years, but it was a console exclusive, and I game on PC. So I was able to do 1, 2, and 3, and then I played Delta when that came out. Absolute masterpiece of a remake. Legitimately, I think the standard, perhaps, to which all remakes should aspire. The graphics were elevated so sublimely. They included new combat tech at the end that made the final fight knife you even deeper in the ribs. And for veterans who would have preferred just an updated experience of the one that they had, they kept filters that would have maintained the original color grading. Legitimately think they did a fabulous job. And that's outside of how significant I think the story of 3 is, and the contributions that I think Metal Gear as a franchise have made to gaming, media, everything, are a special experience. So when the Master Collection Volume 2 drops, dropping everything to play 4. Dropping everything. But I did say, I think I said about 15 minutes ago that we were going to get into the game post-haste. And I started chatting. I'm chatmunist today. So I know it's PS4 exclusive no longer. It's out of Sony jail. God, now if only other games could be out of Sony jail. I'm dragged off screen with a shepherd's crook around my neck, muttering Bloodborne, 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 Bloodborne under my breath. Slime out, thank you so much for those gifties. I really appreciate it. So Arctitron, Metal Gear 4, Metal Gear Solid 4, rather, I think has some really long cutscenes, but it's my understanding that Kojima straight up leaned really heavily into the cinematic experience in his later games. I think Death Stranding is just kind of straight up a movie, and sometimes there's a character you control. I haven't played Death Stranding. I've been told by many people that it is likely a game I would absolutely hate, but it's Kojima. So I think it would be worth trying out at some point. But I've heard that the cutscenes in that game especially are super, super long. Yeah, it leans really heavily into a cinematic quality. One more gameplay heavy. Really? MGS4 has the world record. It's MGS4! Are you serious? Kiku, that's what a lot of my friends say. They're like, we don't think this is for you. You can try it. We don't think it's for you. And that's fine, right? Not every game has to be for every person, but yeah, I was gonna say, I thought there was a Death Stranding game that beat it, but I thought it was 2 and not 1. Movie night also tonight in 4 hours at approximately-ish 5 p.m. Pacific. I will not be able to join you. You are scheduled to watch The Sheep Detectives. Unfortunately, that is a movie that I direly want to watch. I'm considering adopting a magnanimous stance and allowing you to view this film anyway because I've heard it's exceptional. But otherwise, I may issue a tyrannical edict that an alternative movie is shown in its place. Yeah, so I'm weighing that. Do I want to be a tyrant, or do I want to be a compassionate monarch? Not sure. We're thinking. Much to think about. Much to balance. So we'll see. Yes, Toaster. It's Monhunt. I think we're good to launch. I think we're good to get into the game. Yeah, if we warm up with an optional quest, I think we can probably keep chatting like this. Oh, I did see some people ask whether or not I would be playing Hammer today. The answer is yes. I had a Charge Blade revelation last weekend. Some of you might laugh at me, but this is the way my brain works. I think to myself, okay, the weapon gives me the ability to block, so I should be actively blocking a lot. And guard point should just be like a no shit button. That should be something that happens when I'm lucky, potentially randomly, but it would be really hard to try to plan around them. And last week, when we got our absolute fucking shit kicked in by dog, it clicked with me, and I was like, oh, I've got that reversed. The block should be probably what we are doing as an oh shit sort of a button we push in an emergency. And the guard points we should be actively trying to game. Like, that shouldn't be a roll of the dice. That shouldn't be a lottery that we win sometimes. That should be something that we're actively focusing on. And I went, that would change the way that this feels. And then again, this goes back to whether or not we have a Friday off game. My schedule was so busy, could not play Monster Hunter until yesterday when I actively needed to play the game. I had to grind for materials. I don't have time to practice. I don't have time to fuck around. If I'm gonna be in the game, I have to be playing the game. So I have not broken up completely with Charge Blade, but she and I need to go to couples counseling. Yeah, we need to have some difficult conversations, I think, about our needs. And then we'll see if we can reconcile, come out stronger, come out guard pointing on purpose. We'll see. But yes, I expect that we will be doing Hammer stuff today. And our next MSQ, as far as I know, is Diablos. Does anybody remember if we did an NPC sweep last time? I don't think we did, so maybe I'll talk to a couple of people and just see if they have anything new to say. If they don't, I think I might have us do a meat delivery and then rock up into Diablos just to warm up for a hot second. And it could be fun, and hopefully, like, not too hard. Like, how difficult could it be to find rotten lumps of meat and carry them back to my camp through the rotten veil? Surely this is a straightforward process. Yes, Aether, we definitely read the Rathalos entry last time, which I actually Rathalos has a lot of presence and sauce in this game. And it has made me respect the Wraths more. Like, obviously in Wilds, Rathian and I, we got off to a bad start. That's not necessarily her fault. We found a truce. There is a declared ceasefire between us. We still kind of look at each other somewhat warily, but it is no longer a hoops out, throw hands on sight kind of situation. But Rathalos in Wilds, and especially I speak only from the perspective of a new player, I was like, this is your mascot? Because, like, we see him in Guardian form first, and then we just kind of find him, like, out and about. It doesn't really feel like he gets a neat introduction. But he gets some seriously cool moments in World that, like, really hype him up, make him seem like a big deal, makes me respect. Dude, he's smart. He can think. He wants to trap you. He wants to pin you. He's hunting you. That's awesome. That's so sick. Yeah, I was trying to think about it, Lodestar, and I was like, I feel like he didn't really get a moment in Wilds. He gets a little bit of a moment when Logi's introduced, but but Logi comes out of that looking better. So, but it's been really fun to see how the monsters in each game are elevated in different ways. The showcase that goes in to demonstrating their design and their potential like hunting aptitude or prowess has been really satisfying to see. Again, 2 cakes. They're not both chocolate cakes. These are cakes, totally different flavors. One might be flourless. Like this one could be gluten-free. This one could be like we just got a bunch of different stuff going on. But at the end of the day, they're 2 cakes. And I love dessert. So, all right, I'm going to go ahead and launch Monster Hunter. Let's look at our optional quests. And I think I think I've crafted everything I could mostly craft. If I hadn't been so tired yesterday, I would have done more dog and more wrath. But I think we're good as far as armor goes. I don't know what element Diablos could be, which is kind of my problem. So I think I might want to go in with like as few vulnerabilities as possible. Like if we can wrangle it so that I've got a really nice defense stat just raw, and then maybe like my resistances are kind of like as close to 0 as possible. I don't want to go in with a big vulnerability because I have no idea what this monster does. And it's interesting too because it's like there's not really like an earth element, right? Even though it's like we find it in the ground. I think Jura and Barroth, like I don't even know. I think Jura is water-ish, maybe. But Barroth, I don't even remember. I think. Yeah, yes, because Barroth does this thing where with the mud it's one element that's better and without the mud it's different. So I think maybe Barroth is also sort of water aspected. I don't think that would be true for Diablos. I doubt it's fire. I doubt it's electricity, but I don't really know. So I think we're going to want to really stack up a raw stat and then just try to make sure we're not bleeding really heavily into a particular vulnerability while we don't have this information. Okay, I'm gonna move my chat boxes and we're going to launch this game. Oh, my controller broke on Tuesday. The right bumper decided it had stayed too long in this world and promptly shuffled right off the mortal coil. I am using a new controller that's Xbox adjacent, but it's not Xbox. It has a slightly different layout, and it's taking me just a little bit to get used to. So honestly, maybe we should do a warm-up hunt. Just because it's like, it's got buttons where I'm not really used to their buttons being, even though like the sticks and the pads are the same. I don't know. So we'll keep an eye out for that as well. Okay, now I'm actually going to switch over the chat boxes and start the game. Let me see. Yeah, like, salute to the right bumper. I feel like I can't get an Xbox controller that lasts me longer than fucking like 6 to 15 months, I feel. I go through these like they're made out of tissue paper. And it's not like I'm particularly rough with them either. I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Panoptic, everyone I know who has a Steam controller says it's awesome. So my FOMO skyrocketed. I didn't give a shit about this controller. I was like, I got a controller. What do I fucking need another controller for? Then my best friend got a Steam controller, and then my controller broke. And now I get to hear about how cool it is, how fun it is. Oh, how it fits so nicely in their hand. Wow, it's got gyro. Oh, they can do trackpad stuff. And I'm just sitting here fuming. I'm like, God, I got the jealousy. I got the jealousy. Yeah. Then Obsidian, that legitimately became sort of the only like big pull for me. Like, I am a controller gamer. I just like holding something in my hand. And I will play games that don't interface well with controller. I'll do it on mouse and keyboard, but controller will always be my preference. So to be able to like have sort of like that keyboard effect on the controller, man, yeah, I'm interested. I'd like to learn more. All right, we're switching over. Happy free. It should have been me. Look how pretty the Coral Highlands is. Oh, I think I mentioned yesterday I did some community hunts with subs and YouTube members on Discord, and it was brought to my attention. I have no honey. I have no herbs. and I have no Mandragora. Which means I don't think I can be crafting any max or mega potions or regular potions, but those we can buy. So, I might have to ask which zones have, because, like, I'm sure every zone has, like, a mining loop or, like, a gathering loop where there's, like, yeah, here's the sparkly herb and you can get, like, 10 instead of 2. So we might have to do that as well. Vine boom, vine boom, vine boom. We could. I do think that the ancient tree has finished growing some stuff for us. Hopefully there's a bunch of honey in there. But yeah, I don't think I have any, which hopefully won't be a problem for me, right? Like we just won't get a hit and then we don't have to heal. All right, let's get in here. Let's get in here. That's me. That's my cat. I think Mochi might look like this forever. The Kadachi Palico set is just that goated. There have been a couple of other particularly convincing competitors, but one of the newer viewers has a few comments and advices on your game. First one was for you. Let's go, Lance Main. I wanted to play for you so bad. Thank you so. Oh my God! Wait, what the heck? That's a big super chat. I was so caught up reading your message, I didn't even see the. Oh my God! Thank you so much. What the heck? Thank you. So it's funny that you say that you started in For You, because I actually wanted to go straight from Wilds to For You. And we as a community had to have like a very frank conversation about like, hey, one, that could potentially make it difficult for people to hunt with you. Like community hunts, that might be like a whole separate thing that we need to set up. Brand new challenge. 2, the quality of life improvement to jumping back from like 6th gen to 5th gen, that's manageable. You'll notice it, but it's manageable. But jumping back from 6th gen to 4th gen, you will feel some of that. And that could be very difficult to adjust to since you're edging into more like, I don't want to say like old school Monster Hunter territory, because I know that old school has like a very specific connotation for this community. I think that's like one dose and try. But it's still just like, that's a big jump. And people had to actively try to get me, be like, just maybe you should just try World. That'd be a happy middle ground. Happy, like that would better prepare you also if you continue to go back to later games. So I know I'm gonna play For You at some point. But only by sheer community willpower, we are not playing For You right now. Like I had to be actively convinced. They were rolling charisma checks at disadvantage and somehow still won. I'd include 4 in old school. You would. 4 and G. You really double cross 2? This is also a fun quirk of me. When I learn about something, I basically adopt the very first parlance I ever hear. So I don't know if I'm ever gonna actually say like Gen Ultimate, because the first time anybody ever talked to me about it, they said double cross. So now in my head, it's just double cross, which isn't wrong, but it's also like, you know, play the games backwards. Dope Walker, that's what it's looking like. World is the first new school. No such thing as a disadvantaged con check when the bards are insistent enough. And they were barding. It's true. Okay. Diablos is next. Let's look at our optionals really quickly. Yeah, just for like warming up's sake. What do we have? I won't commit us to doing a whole bunch, but let's just like, let's assess. Yeah, let's take inventory. Well, yeah, obviously that's, oops. I'm posting. That's what I'm doing. Okay, so we've got, that should be Clutch Claw. Yep, we're holding on that. This is Palumu, which I'll do off stream because we talked about the arena quests and they're fun. We don't have to watch. I mean, it could go fast if we wanted it to. I think we did Arena, Baroth, and Toby in like 6 minutes. That could actually be like a pretty fast warm-up if we wanted it to be. And then we've got Legiana and Meat. I think we should do Meat, personally. I do. Yeah. I do. We've got the Harvest Box, Arbiter. I actually think I just got a message that it was ready for pickup, so to speak. Hey, man, do you have any, like, honey for me? Do you have, like, dozens of honeys? That makes him sound like he has, like, 34 girlfriends. He's got dozens of honeys. Yeah, man, what's in my box? And we've read this dialogue, so I'm kind of powering through it. Yeah, can I just, like, collect it? That's not bad. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Hey, I'll take 10, because yesterday I had 0, so... Oh my god, it gives me honey and herb. Well, let's just keep cultivating. Fabulous. Okay, hold on. Wait, though. I can also do Mandragora. Okay, then let's swap off herb for Mandragora. Because the herb we need for regular potion, but those we can buy. But I believe the... actually, you know what? Heaven's Door, before I make an assumption that could be completely incorrect, can I get a confirmation on that? It's herb for regular potions, but honey for max, right? Fabulous. Okay, then we'll keep honey, but let's swap off herb. Still have items being cultivated. Yeah, we might as well. One more.
Good.
I think if we do one more quest, this will finish. Okay, well, okay, hold on. This might complicate things just slightly. Also, thanks for the follows, everybody. Welcome to the community. So time needed, it gives me that little bar. Does that bar represent one quest? Yes or no? Yes. One bar, one quest. Heaven's Door. Do the arena quests count towards that bar? Because if they do, I'm going to take us into a 6-minute arena Paolumu just so I can finish this. Any quest? Boom. Okay. Sorry, everybody. You have to watch me beat that. Because then we'll get rid of that. We'll just recycle that, and then I'll swap in for a Mandragora. Let me go upstairs and put on some armor. We're gonna bonk the bat. I really like Paolumu. The monster designs in this game are fun. I've been thinking about it, and I think that what I've been exposed to thus far, I think my personal opinion is that World has higher highs, but also lower lows in the monster roster that I've seen so far. I feel like Wilds has, it's like a tighter baseline, I think. Yeah, let me, actually, what does Paolumu do? Paolumu does wind stuff. So, oh fuck, I'm also, okay, hold on. I picked up the old controller out of muscle memory. Hang on. I gotta pick up the new controller. I'm hitting the button, I'm like, why won't it work? Because my bumper is shit. Okay, hold on. Here we go. Better. That'll be a large monster. And Paolumu. What are you up to? What do you do? Physiology. Weak to fire. Don't have a fire weapon. Blast. I don't think we have a blast weapon either. Unfortunately, we don't have a stun hammer. If only. Maybe if I'd hunted a couple of Gyros, we would have had that. Okay. So, doesn't seem like there's anything I need to be super... We're probably good to just go in with the stats that we have then. $163 defense. Yeah, 31 thunder resistance. I was horsing. Yeah, I think we're good to just go, actually. So I'll eat, and then we'll just do arena real fast. Oh, I'm at the canteen already. Yeah, let's just eat there. I know, Puerto. I was really hoping that I would have been able to craft the Gyro's hammer, because we were using a paralysis charge blade, and that was fabulous. That felt incredible to use. But I was out of the parts to be able to make that status on hammer, so we haven't done it yet. Isn't the box already fertilized? Because I put fertilizer in it last time, and oh, do you need to refresh the fertilizer when you collect? I see. Okay. Well, we'll head back down here because this is where the board is anyway, so... the fertilizer! My cabbages! Yeah, it has a duration.
Oh, it's you.
4 hunts. So how do I know if my fertilizer is still active? I can see it on the right. Oh yeah, there ain't no fertilizer here. Okay, so plants, mushrooms, honey. So we could do summoner or fertilizer. I think we need the honey more, actually. So I'll take that. And then let's kill Palumu real fast. I think it'll take us like 6-7 minutes. I'm just gonna start saying 5 or 8. That's it. It'll take us 5 or 8 minutes. I'm purging those numbers. I don't know them anymore. Who are they? The gutter tongue? Literally, just like will to live into the sky. Yeah, let's warm up with this because I know it'll be fast. And we've got the new controller. And I should just finish the fucking harvest. So. And I already ate. We can restock. I hope we can restock. Wait, no. Did I pick? I want 2. And we want that radial. Looks like I'm out of bombs. Let's go ahead and buy some bombs. Not that that will really matter for this because it's not going to go to sleep anywhere. But we'll need them. So let's just buy them now. Bomb, 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 bomb. And those are large barrel bombs. Yeah. And I think we can carry 2 with us. And then I'll send a couple to my box. I don't know. Let's do this like 10. I might be able to craft them for cheaper. But I've got the money, so we'll just buy them now. Nice, nice, nice. Okay. And I think we're good to go. 8. Restocked. Have hammer. Armor looks good. But careful or I'll start the 5-8 trend. If only. Oh, you know what? We actually might want to take it out of our bag. I've been keeping it in so I can craft potions on the fly, but you're right. That means whenever we walk past honey, I can't actually harvest any because my bag's already full. That could be worth experimenting with. Check Discord. Wait, is like in a moderation way or in a you posted something fun way? Nothing urgent? Okay. All right, hold on. Was this the fucking clip? Hold on. All right, I'll look later. I was just making sure everything was okay. I think I can hit if I jump off here. Bummer we didn't get the mount, but... Movie night got switched? Okay. Oh, what does that lever do? Oh, that's fun. Can I hit this? What is this? Oh, hey, Palumu. Hold on. Yeah, what is this? Lever. Oh! It's a trap. Well, and now I know that exists, so we can use that next time. That's right. Palumu does wind stuff, which is really annoying, by the way. Man, it like destabilizes me and I have to re-up my power charge after. Come on, come on. Yeah, I never really used windproof in Wilds, but I think we're gonna want it in World. thank you so much for another super chat. We might just want to use a flash pod to get him down. I've been hoping we could just sort of like brute force. He landed. Hee, there we go. Bonk! I bonk them. Oh, and Mochi's on drums! I bonk them. Okay, I did deserve that though. That was well played, Palubu. No, he was stunned! Well, I did not take advantage of that at all, which is a little bit of a bummer, but that's okay. Yeah, I should be using the flash pods, but I don't really want to waste them, so. Defeats! Tail attacks! No matter what game I'm playing, I have a difficult time accounting for them. I don't predict them well, I don't dodge them well. That was one of my biggest issues when we started learning Arch-Tempered Arkfeld. Dude, enough! Paolin was like, yeah, you shit at this? I'm gonna do it repeatedly. Bunk. Bunk. Teeth, it's not fur, what is it? I feel like we've got to be really close, actually. We did get an alert that there was like something here we could use. I wonder if it's this lever. What is this? Can I pull this? Oh! I thought I'd at least hit him a little bit. Get out of sky! I bonked them. Tail. Nice, Mochi! Thanks for the heal! Best cat ever! I feel like it's gotta be close. I'm kind of surprised it's not Skull, but maybe they don't tell me. Like maybe my research level's not high enough. I don't know if that matters for arena quests or not. Damn, I thought he'd come closer. Well, I still got the hit. Did I just send my cat flying? There we go. Get out of sky. Get out of sky. Not so bad. He's max cut level. That's what I thought, Cheshire. I was like, I think this is an arena thing. And I think that, yeah, probably like 5 or 8 minutes. Somewhere between there. And Frost Hammer just feels really good to use. It naturally rewards a lot of the traits inherent to my personal playstyle, which is very reactive, but not predictive. And that's something that I struggled with Charge Blade, predicting the best points for like getting the sword, like getting the guard points, or like when the monster was gonna do this, I'm gonna do this. Like having to have like that flow chart is not something I'm particularly possessing any kind of natural aptitude for. You can learn it, and we were doing a great job of learning, but we need to put more into it to reap the maximum amount of reward. Whereas something like this, it really does feel like it just synergizes much more quickly. See, I loved Lance when we played it. I really did. So we're absolutely going to be experimenting with Lance at some point. Because I loved that weapon in Wilds, and it was a damn fucking shame I couldn't spend more time with it than I did, because I had no money ever, and I couldn't keep my sets
Diablos.
upgraded. All right, here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get my stuff, and I'm gonna grow more stuff.
Oh, it's
And
you.
then, well, I'll talk about this after. Hold on. Yep. Yeah. I'm gonna collect my harvest. We're gonna take it all. That's for me. And then I'm going to cultivate. Instead of the herb, I want mandragora. And we'll pop that off here. You still have items being cultivated. Oh, okay. I thought maybe it would finish in the one on. That's fine. Yeah, we'll just proceed anyway. We'll just swap it. We'll just make the swap. And we're still getting honey up. I think we would have needed a different fertilizer for the mandragora specifically, because it's a fungus, it's a mushroom, but I'm okay with this because the honey feels like what we're going to be in the most dire straits for. So let's go up to, I think we should do meat stuff, then Diablos. I think that'll put us in a really nice spot. No, I haven't tried dual blades in World at all. I didn't want to. I wanted to really get the new player experience again as closely as possible. And for me, that would not have been feasible going in with a weapon I was already hyper familiar with. I wanted to learn. I wanted to do more stuff. I wanted to experiment with different types of builds that other weapons may have required that I was able to completely ignore or neglect on dual blades, because you build them in a very specific way. And I've really enjoyed the experimentation. That has been very personally rewarding to me. All right, we'll do Chef's Choice. And I actually don't think we'll need to do much restocking, if any. I think we'll be able to blow through this pretty quick, especially if I've got the mantle on. So I think we'll need to swap Vitality for Gilly. Every fertilizer. Oh, you can have every fertilizer active at once. I guess I just assumed it was a pick one kind of deal. All right, well, we'll probably go back down and pop on the mushroom one then. Now do Hunting Horn. Hunting Horn, Charge Blade, and Insect Glaive strike me as resource-intensive weapons. And I don't know if I'd be very good at them. At some point, I really do want to revisit the weapons that use ammo. But I'm not much of an aimer, and then it's one more thing to manage. I want to push the boundaries of what I think I will like to try things and then confirm whether or not I will like them. That's very important to me, that I continue to expand my gaming horizons. Because if I hadn't done that, we never would have played Monster Hunter at all. There's a world where I never played Monster Hunter, and that is a completely different life. That's a totally different person. So even if I think it's like, oh, I don't know if I like that, I want to try it anyway, and that applies to things we'll encounter in-game as well. Give me some shroom stuff.
It's you.
Yeah, give me some shroom stuff. Fertilize. So I can stack them. Okay, well, we've already got bug honey, so I think now we'll need the mushroom substrate. Nice. Okay. And we'll swing over here. And... nice. Okay, let's restock what we can, then craft what we need. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Radio moon as well. That's fine. And then, yeah, we've got 7. 15. I think that'll be good. 22. We can only... Heaven's Door. Can you really only use herbs to craft potions? Yes. Okay. Then we have no reason to save these herbs because we're going to need them for potions anyway. So we'll just craft all of this. And let's see. And new quest. Let me make sure I swatched my mantle. I've swapped my mantle, rather. Meat. Ooh, good question. Let's do southeast. Just because I don't know where it's going to put us. And, I think if I want to change my equipment... Hold on. I think maybe we should put on the effluvium-proof torso. We went out of our way to craft that, and we need our Kulu gloves, because we're going to be carrying stuff! Workshop. Yeah. Okay, so Kulu gloves first. Actually, with vitality, we're gonna need Gilly. Charm, we're not gonna need Thunder, so we might as well just put on Stun, I guess, in case, you know, something comes out to get me. Instead of Kadachi, we want Kulu for Pro Transporter. And is there anything else here that I think I could benefit from? I thought we were able to craft a torso piece that gave us effluvium resistance. Uno, that is the joke that we make. That chat is my stand. Oh, so hi, Uno, how are you? I thought that we did. Or maybe it was a waste piece? Hold on, I'm gonna find it. Gyros coil for effluvial expert. All right, so we've lost a decent chunk of defense, but hopefully we're not gonna have to... We're not fighting, we're sneaking. And the effluvium, maybe we won't take damage over time in those particular areas. Yeah, let's do that. I think that'll be good, and I think those are both maxed out. Yeah, so Transporter and Effluvial Expert only have a single level. This is fine. I don't suppose I have anything else. Yeah, this is gonna be totally fine. If I want, like, slightly more or better defense, we can put on a bunch of Kieran stuff, but... that'll give us a little bit more defense. We'll just have to hope something with water doesn't touch us, but I don't think water stuff lives in the Rottenville. Also, we look okay. Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. We don't look half bad. We don't look half bad. All right, let's schmoove. It's meat time. I think we're just ready. We ate. We restocked. Yeah, we're good. And this will give us canteen stuff. So I think it'll be useful to have regardless. But, do I know where the meat is? It's just sketchy meat. Lump of meat. Okay. If we're lucky, we'll see a monster do something. I would love to see a monster do something cool. So I was, when I was doing community hunts last night, I was doing Rathalos. And Rathalos went into the forest, and suddenly Anjanath was there. And I was like, oh my god, am I gonna see it? Am I gonna see the turf war that the book talks about? And Anjanath roared, and Rathalos, like, spread his wings and flew towards him, and then went straight up. Perfectly vertical through the tree line, bailed, left, bounced, said he was out, actually. I physically slumped in my seat. I really thought it was gonna happen. I cannot see them. This game will not give me turf wars. I thought maybe it was just an on-stream curse, but no, it's a player curse. It's a player curse. The only monster that gives a shit about anything is Diablos, and it hates Bareth specifically. And I can't imagine. So I have to find a meat lumps. Baby girl, do you know where there's meat in this zone? Research Commission sigil based on the tale of the five. I've read that story a bazillion times since I was little. I'm hoping it's not in Odogaron's den, but I think that it could. Speaking of Odogaron, okay, so do you remember the very first time we encountered him, before he'd been introduced in the story? He like showed up to like roar at a Radobon, and we gillied immediately, and then he like jumped up onto the ledge where I was and like paced it for like 20 seconds straight. And I made that comment. I was like, dude, I think he knows that we're here. This is really scary. And then we read in the book that Odogaron's eyesight is fantastically poor, but its sense of smell is like out of this world. I think he could smell us. I do, the Gilly Mantle prevented us from going into combat, but I do legitimately think he knew we were there. I think he could smell us. That is so frightening. Well, this will be particularly fun for me. Yeah, because I don't know where Odogaron's den is anymore. Do you think I've caught one of these birds? Now I have. Yeah, we've caught these birds before. I think if we just keep going down, we'll ultimately get to where he wants to be. Okay, this is where the Gyroses are. And we should be good for effluvium protection. But if we're not, we might want to pick up some torchy stuff. Yeah, going into the Rotten Vale with my new clean horse girl rave armor. Yeah. Decisions have been made. I actually think if we go around the corner, that'll lead us to a dead end. We might need to actually, like, track Odogaron if we want to find him. I hope not. Is this a Nullberry? No, that's a Flower Fern. Okay. There's a Kibti doing Kibti things. The Gyros have found me. I think we're going to need to get into Odogaron's nest. Which does not thrill me. Honey, we're max. I didn't take it out. Okay, I'll have to remember to do that next time. Damn. Okay, I'm just gonna run. Okay, there's nothing this way. So we'll just move in this direction instead. Oh yeah, we still bonkin'! I have found the hammer to be a really enjoyable weapon. Okay, so... Carrier ant cargo? I got a gyro scale! I stole from the ants! No, I'm in low rank. Okay, well, I do... Hold on. Yeah, Mochi's got the right idea. This is where we found the pig! Hey, pig. So let's just gather a little bit while we're here. Oh, sorry, man. I didn't mean to do that to you. I know. My bad. My bad. I was trying to mine. I'm sorry. Thanks, pig. But I can't pick up any of the honey because I'm already full. Ah! Yeah, this one will have to leave. Okay. And we'll go back out this way. And I think this will actually take it. If we turn to the left, we might be in a good spot for trying to find Odogaron. I really hope we don't have to find him. But if we do, then I think this will be where his house is.
Good.
I don't suppose he's like on the map, is he? Not at all. I don't even remember where I came from. I know we fight him in a really enclosed space. Maybe in here? Let's try? Maybe. I don't know if that's right, but maybe. Yeah, GB's there. They're sleeping. Yeah, we rolled up into the Rotten Vale in the middle of the night, I guess. No, this isn't anything. Dang. Okay. So... yeah, we'll turn around. And then... If I've cycled through a lot of the map and I feel like we've not found anything, I might ask for a Gentle Heavens door direction-wise. But I feel like we're on the right track. I hope. Yeah, this is going to take me back up to where the cats are. And I think we said if I torch this gas, it'll explode. Dude, and it'll piss off the gyros. That's really funny. There was a big X. We were just there. I don't think it's X marks the spot. I think that means you can't go any further. Although I have operated under harmful assumptions before. Yeah, this is just where Gyros hangs out. Well, I'll go up here, but if I've not found it after we've done like a full loop, yeah, I think I'm gonna have to ask. Sometimes Odogaron shows up over here, though. Again, I'm hoping that we're not really looking for him, but... Alright. Oh, actually, hold on. I don't think I've captured one of these crabs yet. Hey. No. Yeah, equip this. Hey, crab. Hey, crab. I get you. Oh. I was not fast enough to get him. That's okay. I may have deserved that. Let's go this way, actually. Am I poisoned? I think I'm fucking poisoned, and I don't think I have any antidote. That's really funny. All right. Well, I think I'm fucking lost. So this is, we have fought Odogaron here, and I think he fucks off in this direction. So maybe the den is down here, and we need to go to the right instead of the left. That's the thing. It's like not even fresh meat. It's specifically a lump of meat. So I doubt that it will be fresh, unfortunately. Like, maybe I just went the wrong direction? Yeah, what if I went this way instead? I think this is where I came from. I think I'm fucking lost. Yeah. Yeah, it does seem that way. Because now we're back at the Gyros pit. All right, I'll do one more loop. Stop sprinting. Stop sprinting. Yeah, now you can climb. And then I think we're gonna have to eat some rations to fix our stamina. Admittedly, there's so much meat here. But apparently I'm searching for a particular type of meat I have not yet discovered. Yeah, and I think I'm lost. I'm going in circles. All right, Heaven's Door, do I need to go to Odogaron's den for this? Yes or no? Because that's what I suspect. I just can't find it. Yes. Okay. Heaven's Door, what area is Odogaron's den in? "13." Damn, I was all the way, I was close actually. I was down here, but I didn't make it north. Okay, let's go back to the camp and then try to make our way towards 13. Stocks his fridge with only the finest. And actually, while I'm here, no. I was like, I'll put my herbs away so I can gather more. And it's like, actually, Odogaron may want to kill us, so let's not put our herbs away, because if we start fighting, will probably need to craft more. Okay, so I want to go to area 13. Is there anything in 13? Yes, I'm just gonna say, let's go to this bone pile. Yes, okay. Now we're on the move. Oh, some dudes found me. I think we're good to just keep schmoving. I hope he's not here. Okay, I'm looking for meat. Okay. Wait, what? There's no meat here? Heaven's Door, where's my meat? Bone pile? Is there meat in the bone pile? Try the walls? No way. Oh. Okay, well that's blue, and I apparently can't interact with it at all. Oh my gosh, those are the tunnels he's using, isn't it? Is this my meat? Is it blue meat? Shoot it. Oh, fuck. Well. We're in it now. Maybe we should just reset. Yeah, maybe we just go back to camp. Because somehow I don't have any fucking slinger ammo. And he's gonna come through here and destroy. I think this might just explode. Can I go up here? I can't. How do I not have any ammo? That's crazy. I guess we just didn't pick it up. Oh, I have to unequip. There it is. Okay, now, okay, so if I shoot the blue stuff, I think it probably explodes. I don't know. Maybe I need a different kind of ammo. Do I hit it? Mochi, get out of the way. No! Yeah, I don't know, guys. There's no fucking meat here. As cool as I think it would be to see him come out the mouth of that tunnel, we will be in a lot of trouble when he does. Mochi! Alright, I don't know. I think I might have to Heaven's Door this one too. If there's still Gyros out here, we'll just need to kill them, I think. So hopefully that put most of them out of their misery. Fabulous. All right, so they shouldn't bother me anymore. Is there like another... Dude, you're still up? Buddy, I'm sorry. Oh. Is this my lump of meat? Where's my lump of meat? I see it. So I think, am I meant to be here until he brings something back? Is this it? Lump of meat. Okay, wait, how do I, fuck, hold on, how do I leave this place? I think I go, oh God. Heaven's Door, I straight up cannot see the exit. Where is it? I see 2 tendon walls and that's it. Where is my exit? Oh my God. Drop the meat and go through the vines? Okay, so I have to open them first. They don't just stay open. But if I put it down, I can't put it back up. Hold on. Okay, so now it's open for a little bit, but I can lump. Okay. Hey man, don't fuck with me right now. Okay. Nice. Moshi's holding aggro. I have to remember how to get back to camp. I think we go this way. Oh, I think I need to climb, actually. Don't even fucking think about it. And now we can use the ghillie mantle. I actually don't know if we've gone the right way. Meat. Okay. It never occurred to me that we would need to open the tendon walls because when we pursue Odogaron into the den, Odogaron has brushed the tendon walls aside for us. We've never needed to do that before. And now we've got ghillie. Okay, that's very good. That's very good. We go all the way down. Hup, hup, hup. And then we go... I think we should probably eat some rations. Dude, is that a mandragora? Don't mind if I fucking do. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't fucking need this fire herb. For sure. And then there should be another lump. Another lump. Hold on, wait. Here. I can pick that up, and I can go this way. And then we can go back around, and we can leave. Yes. Yes. I am a little surprised we've not seen no dog run. I'm wondering even also if there are potentially more tendon walls in this zone. It did not even occur to me to attempt to move through them. So it'll be fun to learn if there are extras that I passed and simply haven't paid any attention to.
Good.
Thanks for the follow. Welcome to the community. Nice. Yeah, can I ask what the blue stuff is? Was that anything? Is that a red herring? Chatter was just guessing. I did hit it. I hit it with my hammer. I threw some slinger ammo at it. It is a thing. It's interactable, but it's weird. It's an Easter egg that's not important. Well, can I ask what it is? What is it? It should explode. I couldn't get it to explode, but that's also probably for the best. Marinated carpaccio was added to the menu. Well, as long as Chef is like disinfecting it.
Next up, Diablos.
Honestly, honey, I think you might be right. I think next up might be Diablos. Let's see. I don't feel any particular impulse to do Arena Legiana. Like, we'll get to her eventually. I don't feel like we gotta do it today. Which means I'm pretty sure Horned Tyrant Below the Sands is what is on deck for us. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Let's prep. And then I'll probably take my first break to make some new tea and fill up my water bottle. And then we'll slide right in to Diablos. So here's food. We should talk to Chef also. We've just gotten the ingredients for him, so maybe he has something to say. I want that on a shirt really badly. Just like Chef and his sous chefs. Okay, hold on. Wait a second. Does Kirin armor kind of look like Blagonga's, or am I insane? Heaven's Door, am I crazy? Am I coping? Viper, you bought the same book? Good call. Mildly similar. You can see it. It's got like the neck collar, I feel. There's a little bit. And the tummy, which is most important, I think. Hey man, do you have anything to say? I got you some meat from the Rotten Vale. That's all well and good. Having a dying elder dragon or two cross every now and then is one thing. Having them cross every 10 years, that's some bulk I can do without. I love this cat. Alright, so no new dialogue from him. Lure operation. Don't look at me. Who am I to decide if an elder dragon lives or dies? I'm going to stay here with my third lunch. Alright, I do not believe that NPCs have any additional dialogue after defeating Rathalos, which makes sense to me, because that was just half of the hunt. And then let me look at our equipment, and then I think we'll be good to go. Lucifer, that cat is so special to me. Huntsman, Meowscular Chef, and Fun Fourth are my favorite NPCs in this game. We'll just change our equipment. I'll keep the stun charm, actually. I think that will end up being somewhat important. Marathon runner, good. We don't need pro transporter for this, so let's just stack evade extender. Yeah, maybe on hammer, maybe. I wouldn't say no. We won't need a fluvial expert, so why don't we take Hold on. Can I sort this just like by defense, actually? Oh, but that sorts it by descending. Okay, okay, sure, that's fine. Do thunder attack. Critical eye? Maybe. We don't need ice attack. We might as well. Yeah, okay, we'll do a Doggeron, sure. And then leg guards. I don't think we'll need the thunder resistance, which we get from Kieran and Toby. Ingot would give us just normal defense boost, but is 6 defense points lower than Kieran. So maybe we just take that. What does, yeah, skill info? Hold on. Just defense plus 5, so I'll take it to 33. So Kieran does still win. All right, we'll keep Kieran on. And then torso. Let's do... Hold on, I accidentally pressed the wrong button and turned LED on this controller, which will distract you. That gives me Divine Blessing. I do think that is useful. I think we should have that. Evade window on Legiana could also potentially be kind of nice. That is a little bit of a tough call. Let's look at our heads. And Marathon Runner. What does Marathon Runner do? Strange Stamson. Okay, so potentially good. We dodge a lot. Interesting. Okay. We could come out of this with 2 stacks of Divine Blessing. If we put on Legiana Helm. Or at least I thought that we would, but I think I read that incorrectly. There's definitely something else that could give us Divine Blessing, and we could combo it together. It wasn't a coil. I'm not gonna find it now, am I? It was Kieran's jacket. I feel like that could be worthwhile. We'd sacrifice the evade window for it, but I don't think that's so bad. I'd rather have window than extender, but I don't think we're gonna get the skill spread in that way. It might have to be this just because we actually look really good. Which I arguably care about a little bit more. Fire resistance, evade extender, leave me airborne, artillery. Yeah. I think we look really cute, personally. And I don't necessarily think there's anything that we need to forge. If I could upgrade the hammer, that would be great. But I don't think that we can. This is blight resistance, fire attack. I think we might be good. I think it has to be fashion over function. Honestly, we look pretty good. I feel pretty good. 159, reasonable thunder resistant. We feel pretty standard and normal. It's like, yes, we could get our defense, like 5 points higher if we swapped to Kieran stuff, but I don't know if it matters that much. I'm gonna look. So if we did, so Legiana is 30, Kieran is 40, so 4. Eight. We're sacrificing 8 defense. I don't think that's gonna make that much of a difference. So I think that'll be okay. Yeah, we look cute. I think this is fine. I feel like we did okay against Rathalos. So this is probably the best we can hope for. What about weapons? No. Upgrade? Hold on. I think it's upgrade. Where's my bone hammer? I know I have one. Iron. Iron? Iron? We just iron too. Okay. So I can take iron up, but I still don't think... Oh, I do. I've got enough Jiro stuff now. I always had Jiro stuff. It's Jura that we don't have. That's a damn shame. then yes. And I don't have the sleep sack, so we can't make Rado bonds either. Dang! Alright. Well, we might just be where we are then. Yeah. So, we'll stick with this unless... Heaven's Door, is there a meaningful upgrade I can make to the hammer without having to grind for it? I feel like the answer is no. But I might as well take the insight of veterans who know the game better than I do. Yeah, Jamie, that's what I was afraid of. Because we've taken bone all the way. So the only thing we could do is take ore all the way, which would admittedly give us better sharpness. That's 676 with more green, and this is 780 with less. That's a tough call. I like having the damage, but I know I don't sharpen as frequently as I should. We've got the materials, that fuck it. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Because ultimately, I think that if I were better at sharpening, especially, I wait for the monster to leave, which is kind of my issue at the moment. Which means I think we end up doing reduced damage anyway. So it might actually balance out if we stay sharper for longer, even if we're doing less damage than we were if we were doing more damage but stayed duller for longer. Yeah, no, I won't equip it yet. We'll just keep upgrading it, actually. I probably didn't do this as... Yeah, I definitely didn't do this as well as I could have. That's fine. It's ore. We're gonna have plenty of that. Not gonna be a problem. Equip now. Sure. And then I can take this up a little bit further. Okay. So, less power, more sharpness. Hold on. Wait. Okay, but it does look better. So I'll take that as a win also. Yeah! We're so ready. Okay, and we ate. Let's restock, and then I'll take a break, and then we're good to accept. Thanks for letting me do my upgrades and a couple optionals to warm up, everybody. I really appreciate that. Hey, you have anything to say? They say Zora Magdaros has stirred up tremendous energy that could explode at any second. We could get blown to Kingdom Come at any moment. I wish somebody would blow me to Kingdom Come. But it's still Pride Month. Yeah, I don't think any of them have anything new to say at all. Hey, Fun Fourth. It's hard to know when an Elder Dragon will die. Nobody's ever written about it, dude. Nobody knows. So in a way, this is like a totally special opportunity. Maybe I should write about it? I could do so much more than lug boxes. Yeah, one of the best NPCs in the game, and it's not close. I actually don't think we need to buy a whole lot. Yeah, we've got the potion. If I have at least 20 potions in the box, I don't think we need to replenish any. Hold on. Yeah, yep. Yes. And that looks good. I should put the honey and the herbs away so we can gather, but in the event that I need to craft in the field, maybe we leave them out for now. And then maybe off stream, I do like a crafting loop, a gathering loop, and I just mine for like an hour or so. We've got 30 of those, 15 megas. Yeah, let's craft as many of these as we can carry. Gonna need that one max potion. I don't think we can pull anything from the box yet, but let's check.
Oh, it's you.
It's me! Yeah, can I collect it? I'll take the honey, I suppose. So, we've got one max potion. That does make me feel Okay, 1 in the box, but 2 in the pouch. Okay, no, we're good. Okay, this is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. We're gonna take our break here. I'm gonna put the kettle on, and I'm gonna fill up my water bottle. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I'm assuming like 3. That's usually how long the songs are. They're like 3 to 3.5 minutes long. When we come back, I will accept our Diablos quest. And then we will hunt. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Enjoy the tunes, and I will see you in a couple of minutes. Hi everybody, we are back. I filled up my water bottle. Mochi is nestled very snugly onto Momminess lap on the couch. And I walked by her and I was like, hey, so 5 is our hard stop time, right? And she gave me the mom look. She went, that's the absolute latest we could leave. Like the eyebrows up, the eyes wide, she mommed me. So, 5 is the absolute latest. I don't know what this stream is gonna look like pacing-wise, momentum-wise, but again, if it's 4:15 and we're right before a cool thing, but the cool thing will take 2 hours, we can't do the cool things. Maybe we want to stop before the cool thing if there's a cool thing. I don't know. I'm gonna let y'all guide me in that way, but we have restocked, we have eaten, we are serving. I think it's time to go. Actually, if my handler's up top, I want to accept from her. Because she has fun dialogue sometimes. I opted not to make a second cup of tea. Even though I would have appreciated it. Because by the time I finish the hunt, it'll probably be like not as warm as I want it to be. And it's easier to drink from the actual water bottle than it is like the open top mug. So maybe if we take another break, I'll make more tea. I just have water for now. We've got 2 wyverns to tangle with in the ancient forest and the wildspire waste. Diablos is a wyvern. The fire wyvern, it's, oh, the horned wyvern, Diablos. I guess the only way forward is to take out both of those monsters and prove that we stand at the top of the food chain. I'm assuming, like, because Rathlos is a flying wyvern. Like, the classification isn't a fire wyvern. I'm trying to think what other wyvern classifications we know of. There's Piscine, there's flying, I think there's fanged. I wonder if Diablos is a fanged wyvern. I don't know if it can fly. Admittedly, whenever it shows up, my instinct has always been to flee from it in a post-haste fashion. So I don't even know if it has wings. There are brute wyvern and bird wyverns. Yeah, I figured they were titles, not classifications. Let's go. Oh, let's go from kitty camp. Yeah, which one is kitty camp? Because I think Diablos is going to hang out in Area 8. Every time we've seen it, it's been in Area 8. I think 15 might be Kitty Town. Heaven's Door, which camp is Kitty Town? Is it 15 or 11? I think it's 15. Yeah! Yeah! Kitty Town. We'll start from Kitty Town. Just because that feels good. We ate. We served. We prepped. We're warmed up. Let's go. I'm going to mute alerts also. Nobody do anything cool. Stand on top of the food chain, huh? Talk about a tough mission. Can I say hi to the cats while I'm here? Fuck, where are they? Yeah. I'm gonna say hi to the cats. Cats. Yeah! Hi, guys! What's going on? I can't talk to them because I don't speak feline. But I just wanted to reassure them of my presence here. Yes! Oh my gosh, he's gonna help? Mochi says that our Grimalkine buddy is saying it'll help with our investigation. I have a friend now. I have a friend. Everybody! I've got a friend! Okay. Well, that's pretty solid. We've got Kipti. Kipti acquired. Kipti recruited. By our powers combined, no monster can stand. I am probably going the wrong way to get out of this place, but that's okay. I don't do voice acting, but I wish it was something I could get involved with. It requires talent and skill and practice, neither of which are things that I possess or am willing to commit to, but I think it would be a lot of fun. It's a pipe dream. It's never gonna happen, but it would be really sick if it did. So I think I can just jump down here. Nice! And I'll eat one more ration so we get extra stamina. And then I'm pretty sure Diablos likes to hang out. Where's the pit that Baroth is always falling into? It's always making him look like a chump. I think I need... Oh. Just kidding. I don't need to go there. We have already discovered the trail. Yes. Yes. What is that? What is that blue thing? Oh, I wondered if it was a bird. It's not. It's a mining outcrop. We'll take this too. Nice. I'm gonna stay away from the pit. I've seen what the pit has done to my good friend Baroth. And I simply don't know if I want the pit to be inflicted upon me at this moment in time. Here we go. Buddy, again? This cannot keep happening to you. Okay, so they're making a lot of noise. Dude, what? Okay, I think we're gonna end up in the pit. Buddy. All right. This monster's introduction was pretty fucking sick. I would say that's a tail thing if I've ever seen it. Yeah, come closer to me. No way! Stay further away from me, actually. Okay, so 2 tail swipes and then it can go into the ground. And the tail will come up past the legs. So, why is my health so small? So I can't just do... Oh my god, Shield Bearer is holding aggro. Big gore attack. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep myself healthy. I'm positive I ate is the thing. 2. Okay, now we can come up. He's probably gonna do some tail stuff, or is he gonna do a big sweep? Okay. Whoosh, whoosh. Now it's safe for us to go in. Okay, so we need to steer completely clear of the underbelly on he's walking here. Because even just getting gray, that is still a hitbox. And you're probably gonna go into tail now? Sweep, sweep. No! I was hoping that maybe if I did enough damage, I could knock him out of that. Ooh, that's so scary! How do I stay away? Sweep, sweep. Looks like there might be a better number for damage on the tail. Sweep, sweep. We hit orange there, but I can't tell if it was belly or tail. Okay, well I tried to hit him and I know we didn't knock him out, so let's just run. He's going over there. He's leaving. Okay. I wondered if Diablos would sharpen. I wondered if Diablos would stay in this area longer, so I didn't want to use the flash flies until I got a better sense for the loop, but that it was probably smarter if we'd used them immediately. Okay. I think we might need to sprint away from the underground charge. I don't think rolling is fast enough. I feel like it's under the earth right now. I don't really want it to pop out and get me. Do you think I can? Oh, I was hoping that that could be a mount, maybe. For a second, I thought it was gonna jump down. Boop! Dang. Good. Okay, back. I think we just need to sprint. Right, he's walking here. Mochi's throwing a boomerang! We run. Yep, that's under the ground. I'm taking a mega potion. No way! Dude, this is sick! Fuck, I totally thought I'd be able to get that off. This monster has a really broad hitbox. Thanks for the horn, Moch. Did not mean to do that. I was trying to do the other one. I guess we didn't stand still for long enough. We gotta get the fuck out of here. We'll get this off. Let's see if we can do some ledge stuff, honestly. Come here. One horn down, that's pretty good. Hey, come here. Oh, yeah! Damn, he got up too fast! Okay. We're out. I'm going back to my emotional support ledge, thank you. Diablos is leaving. Okay. All right, let's sharpen. There we go. Let's see if we can find, like a Vigor Wasp or a Vita Lily or something. I'd like to be fully topped off by the time we find Diablos again. Oh, just over there. Okay. Well, we found an herb, so I'll crunch up now. It feels like my health bar is really small. But I can't eat another ration yet, so... Hold on. Where are my flash pods? Yeah, I'm just gonna... Okay, so a couple of slide spots here. That's what I wanted! Come on, come on. And now hopefully this will give me a big bang. Give me your other horn. Give me your other horn. Give it to me. You're in my ledge now. That is the only thing you could do. Negate stun drumbeat, Mochi, my goat forever. I need us to switch places. Yeah, I want to do slope stuff. That's what I wanted. Dodge. We should take a mega just in case. Or like any kind of heal, I guess. And then let's see if we can't do more slope stuff. We can even slide up it a little bit, which is not something I thought we could do. Come here. No! Smart! Smart monster! Not what I wanted to do, but I'll take it. Any damage is good damage. That is a ration that I did not mean to eat. Mega potion, please. Mega. There we go. Whoa! Whoa! Okay, now we're good. You're still on my slope. You're still on my slope. Fuck. I was too eager. I wanted it too bad. What's the matter? Yes! Whoops! I am not sure how we got out of that, actually. Gone? Out of here. Out of here. Oh, see, and now we left flash flies down there. This time, let's actually use them. I'll top us off. And I'll sharpen, actually. At least now that I'm sharpening a hammer made of iron, it makes a lot more sense. Oh, yeah. Dude, give me that. Hold on. Yeah, give me this. I need all the iron ore because we spent a bunch to get the new hammer, so... I think you're looking at me. Ah, that would have worked out so well if he hadn't moved. Nice, we got a nice pop of Divine Blessing. Wow, I didn't think you had that kind of turn radius! Mochi came in with the stun, and I'm 1,000 miles away. I'm gonna do something risky, and I'm not gonna heal here. Yep, we need it. I told myself that we needed to start sprinting for that. And then I got greedy, and I was like, what if I held the charge instead? Not how that works. Does this look like a slope? Hold on. Oh, baby. I think that might be a slope. Do you want to go back down there? He's walking here. Come on, give me a slope. It's not a slope? That's insane. Okay, well now we'll definitely take the heal. I need to switch Mega Potion and Potion on my hotbar. But we can worry about that later. 1, 2... See, I knew he would hit me when we did the spin, but I want to do damage so badly, I'm willing to eat the difference. Good, good, good. Gap close, swish, swish. Swish, swish, and now we can go in. If I just like... Damn! This is probably gonna hit us, yep. So I don't think we can actually knock it out of the burrowing. Haha! He's walking here! We probably didn't need to dodge for that, but I'll be better safe than sorry. Swish! Out. 1, 2, 3. Come to me. 2, 3, 4, 5. I was really hoping we'd coup de grace on the final hit of Big Bang. I won't lie. Sprint, don't dodge, we have to sprint. Oh, we can juke? Okay. That's not bad! That's pretty cool! We're gone? Out of here. Okay. This for me. Is this... Oh, nice! It's taking a little break. Little siesta. Now I get to show you guys what I learned the other day about powering up my hammer. I set a bomb. Bomb set. And now, check this out. No! Okay, wrong button. No, check this out. Okay, so charge. And I think we want just the last hit. Yeah, so I think I need to stand like right here. Maybe? No, I'm gonna hit the tail no matter what. My positioning may not be great here, but we'll try it. Ah, fuck! Well, you know, there was an attempt made. I don't suppose I can pick those back up, can I? Damn! Thanks, Mochi! Dude, you got toppled again? That's so embarrassing. I am at the top of the food chain. And there's my Big Bang coup de grace.
Barbarian says he wants to talk to the conqueror of the ecosystem. That's you.
That's me! I actually thoroughly enjoyed that hunt, which is surprising to me because in general, monsters with "I'm walking here" mechanics kind of piss me off a little bit. But this was very well done. Can I only carve that little tiny number of times? Like, especially with the design, like the fearsome horns, which I can only imagine are meant for goring. It made so much sense for it to do the charge. And the burrowing was actually really unexpected. How is this thing moving through the sand? That was fantastic. I really enjoyed that hunt. Not so long either. Basically in the same like average quest completion time, and I spent a little bit longer making friends with cats and picking up ore. So it's interesting that you guys mentioned the book. I got a message from the mod team that if I were to read the Diablos entry, it would spoil something about a monster we haven't discovered yet. I'll re-verify that with the team. I imagine we're gonna get some kind of post-cutscene or post-quest cutscene here, so I'll re-verify. But I feel like we might not read it, or maybe I'll like touch base with them about it again before, like I'll get more detail, more information before we decide if we're gonna read it or not. Was there a nest gimmick? Uh-oh, sorry. Well, so Diablos didn't get a nest gimmick and I didn't get a sleep gimmick because I was really excited. I was like, yeah, here's my powered up charge 3, and I'll miss the first 2 hits, and then I'll hit with the last one, and then I'll hit the bombs, and everything will be really big and cool, and then I fucking missed and whiffed real bad, but that's okay. That's life. Choral Cheer Bongo's effectiveness was increased. You have ascended to the apex and proved yourself. Now you may know the secret of the dragon that carries a mountain of fire on its back. The dragon hovers on the brink of death, but the light of life is calling to it, drawing it away from its proper grave. It has wandered into the Everstream and lost its way. Now, it stands poised to perish there, brimming with fiery, life-bringing energy. The Everstream connects every corner of this land, like the veins of a beating heart. Should the dragon succumb to death there, its glut of energy will hurtle through those veins, setting them afire and searing the land to ash and scorched earth. That is the dragon's secret. That shall be this land's fate. Dude, is this the live stream? I'm assuming this isn't a physical location. Well, I don't know. It could be at the core of this island. It could be. Nature's course cannot be swayed.
Everyone, please, quiet down. Let's review our current situation.
Okay.
Thanks to the Fifth Fleet's diligent efforts, we've learned a number of things. 1. That Zora Magdaros is heading for the Everstream.
Okay.
2. That upon its death, it'll release the bioenergy it has stored. And 3. That the Everstream is connected to every corner of the new world. So, if Zora dies inside the Everstream, its bioenergy will blast us all to hell.
So is our strategy going to be to lure it back into the Veil?
Commander, the Commission should make evacuation its first priority. I'll tell my sister to prepare her airship.
There's no time. We don't have any choice but to take down Zora Magdaros.
He's still reading!
What? Blowing ourselves to oblivion is not what we're trying to do.
Correct. And the whole reason we're here is to study the beast's role in the ecosystem. Not erase it from the ecosystem altogether.
But it is dying, so it's going to be erased pretty soon by either a natural force or our intervention.
I think I might have an alternative.
Really?
What if we tried to lure it away from the
That's what I was
Everstream
thinking.
somehow?
Lure it away.
Yes, sir. I did a little digging, and the Everstream borders the ocean, right? So if we can lure Zora Magdaros out onto the open water...
We can mitigate the blast.
Okay.
And the bioenergy released would start a whole new ecosystem in the ocean. Life would go on.
It's not a bad call. I'd like the huntsman to weigh in here.
Need I remind you, sir, that we're currently short on supplies from our attempt to capture it? And even if we had enough supplies, what kind of weapon could get that thing to change its course?
No idea. That's the issue. It's so big. If we want to reroute it, what are our options?
Don't worry. I have a plan. A very big plan.
Is
Do
that
you?
what I think it is?
Ho ho! Now we're talking!
Our plan is...
Captain, you sure took your sweet time getting here. But we're happy you made it.
Our plan is a big boat.
Happy to be here. I brought everything you'll need. Ballista, cannon rounds, and a literal boatload of supplies. Not to mention a little surprise. The guild supplied us with one hell of a ship. She's armed with the latest anti-Elder dragon weapon, a Dragonator.
Mm-hmm. A Dragonator. I think there's one of these in the arena.
Excellent. Just the weapon we need to drive Zora Magdaros out to sea. Hunters, it's time. Complete your preparations with speed and make your way to the Everstream. I'll explain the details on site. We can do this. We must do this.
Okay.
May the Sapphire Star light our way. Now, get moving.
It's time to see Zora Magdaros off. All of us.
Oh. Oh, they mean like right now? They mean like right now. Huntsman?
It's time.
I shall join you. There's something in the air again. Make no mistake. It's coming. Dude, if I'm trying to do my job and Nergigante shows up one more time like, surprise, it's me.
It's time.
Okay, I think those might be the only options we get here. And they roll out sequentially. I'm glad the captain has returned, especially since he brought us supplies and a new ship. I knew he wouldn't let us down. Actually, I had no idea. But let's end this on a high note. We need to lure Zora Magdaros out
You're
to
up to
sea.
it, right?
Whatever happens, I know you'll do what needs to be done. Not even the sky's the limit for you, right? I'm glad the old captain is all right. And what a beauty of a ship they gave him. Not to mention all the gifts he brought from the old world. When did he leave? Like, I noticed he was no longer sitting in his usual spot, but I did not intuit that meant that he departed.
You're up to it, right?
Okay. Let's talk to the captain, or the commander. Now that I think about it, it wasn't until the 5th got here that our research started moving forward. I was hoping you'd be the kick in the rear end the commission needed to make progress, but you're more than that. You're a damned force of nature is what you are. Dude, am I an elder dragon? I'll just go ahead and pat myself on the back for being smart enough to bring you
Listen
here.
to me.
Time is running short. You need to get to the Everstream. We'll run through what needs to be done on site. Good luck.
May the Sapphire Star light your way.
And may the Sapphire Star light our way. Yours, mine, and the guild's. I need all hunters to
Counting on
convene
you.
at the Everstream. We'll run through what needs to be done on site. I think that's probably all that he's going to give me. No, we don't fight nature and we don't run from it. We learn to understand it. That's what we all strive for.
Now that's hunting.
That's the way of the New World Hunter.
Counting
Okay.
on you.
Nergigante crashed our capture party, and you can bet your Astalos that it'll turn up this time, too.
Let's hope for the best.
This time, we can't afford to let it get in our way. Am I about to hunt near... well...
Let's hope for the best.
I thought maybe this would be a Magdaros-focused quest, but this guy is right. We will need to do something about Nergigante if it reappears. I love when things are urgent and everyone in camp leaves their post and starts running around. I think that adds so much energy to the scene. Hey, 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 hey. I'm glad the captain's returned. Okay, so I've already spoken to you. Here's the captain. Don't worry, I'm back safe and sound. Was that an impressive entrance or what? You are very cool, actually. The Dragonator on our ship will hopefully give Zora Magdaros a convincing enough poke to deviate its course out to sea. Can't tell you how lucky we are to have had the fair winds to get that ship here. What a laugh! And now fair winds and the Dragonator will help the commission finish its work once and for all. Whoa! That was great. For as long as I've been watching the sea, the Guild has been looking for ways to improve its sailing technology. The folks here at the Commission aren't the only ones working hard. I won't give you some long-winded speech about how we need to protect the New World. Just know the fair winds are with you. Okay. I think that might be all that we get from him for the time being. Oh, shit. Do you ever wonder, did we chase Zora Magdaros here, or did it lead us? It looks like we're preparing to load the ship. Either way, it's our turn to lead Big Z. Big Z. It's our turn to lead Big Z now. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't scared, but if we don't do this, who will? Okay, I think her dialogue's gonna cycle. Time is of the essence. I need to rethink my equipment while I still can. I'll meet you back here after the deed is done. Deal? Deal. Okay, it doesn't look like we can speak to him, but here's the fun fourth! You know, they call us handlers, but there's some things we're just not equipped to handle. Maybe this is one of them. Wait, I shouldn't say that. I'll lose my job. Forget about it, dude. I'm obsessed with him. Working hard. We sure are. Here are my friends. I was gonna go into my room to try to find them, but they're out here.
Hey!
I won't lie. I'm scared.
I wonder.
How do I even document something this monumental? Monumental. How do I even document something this monumental? I don't even know where to begin. But I'll figure it out. Handler's honor.
Hey.
Okay, and what about you?
Sup?
Hey, you nervous? I'm a little scared, but also raring to go. We don't fight nature, and we don't run from it. We learn to understand it. I hope it's that easy.
Sup?
Okay, and now that's gonna loop. Also, thank you everyone for your follows and super chats. While I've had alerts muted during this scene, I really appreciate it. Just to level with you, I never cared about the Elder Dragon. I came here to hunt as I please. But now Nergigante's out there too. What have I gotten myself into? Probably something completely unprecedented by the sounds of it. Who can say if we're making the right choice? Not me, not for sure. But maybe we're not meant to fully understand all of this. Okay, so their dialogue doesn't loop. We'll talk to these lads. How are you? You know, nervous.
All right, let's do it.
I haven't dedicated my life to handling for nothing.
All right, let's do it.
I'm glad that she gets some voice dialogue. That's fun. So, basically, if we can't lure the Elder Dragon away, we all get blown to smithereens? All right, I guess it's time to man up. Okay, so that's his dialogue, and then Gentle Fourth, the Elder Crossing, Zora Magdaros. It's all part of the cycle of life. But I want to make it out of here, to see my brothers grow up. I skipped one line of her dialogue. I'm going to become the best hunter I can be with all of my comrades at my side. This should loop, so we'll be able to see it again. I'm going to report back to my family with my head held high. I'm going to become the best hunter I can be with all of my comrades at my side. It really does make it seem like we're all in this together, which I know is the...
Nothing will stop us.
The captain has brought us the supplies we need. Now it's on us to get the job done. Make sure you hunters lead the beast where it needs to go. Me and the provisions team will be holding up the rear. I'm going to try to talk to all three of them here. It gets kind of wonky when you try to separate it like that, so we might have to, like, try to make this work a couple times in a row. Okay, well, we got some bounties registered, which is nice, so I'll take everything I can get. And then...
Oh, you're here.
Oh, you're here! To be brutally honest, ballista and cannon attacks won't stop Zora Magdaros. I keep wanting to say Magdaros, but they say Magdaros, so I try to correct, and then sometimes it comes out really weird. To be brutally honest, ballista and cannon attacks won't stop Zora Magdaros from getting where it wants to go. It simply isn't going to happen. But if we can convince it that detouring out to sea will be less of a headache than going through us, then our goal will be achieved. We did speak to someone, I think it was the captain, who was like, yeah, we'll just give it a convincing poke. And legitimately, it's like, ballista, cannon fire, I don't actually think that's going to damage Zora Magdaros in any meaningful way, but it will be annoying. And maybe it will be annoying enough that it's like, man, fuck you guys. And it just, like, turns around.
What?
Oh, that might have been new. I might have skipped through that.
Forward to glory!
I simply can't contain myself at times like these. Forward to success. Forward to glory. All right. What about more steam?
Nothing will stop us.
The captain has brought us the supplies we need. Sorry, I want to talk to the Scottish guy.
Oh, you're here.
Oh, you're here. That's fun. If we can't stop it, we'll divert its course.
Full steam ahead!
I like it. A plane like that takes guts. Now we're gonna have some real fun. Okay. Let's speak with the research teams.
Hello there.
Marvelous work, research. Even now, the only thing this guy can talk about is cats. Extremely relatable character. I am prepared to face whatever awaits us, no matter how things may end. But I must confess, I would like a little more time on this earth to continue my research. Okay, so this dialogue seemingly doesn't loop. Hey, man. If you remember anything, remember this. We and Zora Magdaros all used to be one and the same thing. So, what is it? We got some more information. We might be able to get some new info on Diablos, perhaps? Can be forcibly brought to the surface by using loud sounds. Its charging attack, while devastatingly powerful, can be baited into colliding with a wildfire. So I could have, if my positioning had been better, I would have been able to bait its charge into one of those like rocky columns, and that would have given me an extra opening for an attack. I really liked this monster. This was extremely cool, and it was, sure enough, Baroth charging headfirst into a zone with a bunch of birds just like resting casually. They all started to swarm. I'm assuming all of their cries alerted Diablos because it was a loud noise. That's really neat. Still not a whole lot on Kieran. And we're still researching Zora Magdaros. If you remember anything, remember this. Yeah, that's the only thing he's gonna say to me now. Hi there, Hunter. Inspiring story time. I asked the members of my team if any of them wanted to return to the old world before it's too late. But not one of them put life before duty. The commander's passion appears to be contagious. Me? Of course, I won't run away back to the old world. What kind of research hunter do you think I am? Okay, so we've spoken to her already. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Yes, we've heard of Nergigante, but we've only encountered it the one time. So we know very little about it at this moment. I've been thinking, we can't solve the mystery of the Elder Crossing from beyond the grave. I don't know about you, youngin', but I want to live and finish what I've started. Yeah, time to pet this pig. Pig loves me. After all the tree rings I've studied around the New World, I thought I had a reasonably good idea of what's transpired here on the continent from age to age. But I never found any signs of the continent being razed to the ground. So is this the first time a cataclysm like this has had the potential to occur? Whatever's happening right now, it's really bad, isn't it? You don't think so? Can I help you? Yeah, that's very interesting to me, especially since the Elder Crossing used to occur every century, and now it's about roughly every 10 years, but we don't know when that started, and we know specifically that Nergigante is connected to something that happened 10 years ago as well, which would coincide with an uptick in, at least one uptick in the cycle of the Elder Crossing. I'm gonna collect this. Yeah, dude, I need Mandragora like crazy. Give me this stuff. There used to be someone that hangs out over there. I'm gonna go upstairs and talk to everybody else. Can we have book club? Thanks for your super chat. The Diablos entry might have light spoilers for a later monster. So I want to confer with the Monty before I commit to reading it. But we're in the middle of an NPC sweep. So if we get to the book, We'll get to it after the sweep and after Diablos armor. So we've got a little bit of time. Did you eat? Because this is the big day. You're going to need a protein-filled meal if you're going to be lifting all them cannonballs. Why do you think Zora Magdaros bailed on its own grave? It came all this way to die. What's the point of making a big fuss now? Betcha there's something more to it. I agree. We are also going to speak with the folks at the research ship. The research commission. Can I go up here? Ooh, what? Oh, okay, that takes me to the gathering hub. All right, all right. I thought maybe there was a secret I hadn't discovered yet. Ordinarily, this is where the airship engineer would be, but he's hanging out with the research commission. Hey, man, what's up? Never forget why you carry that weapon. Think back to that first time you decided to be a hunter and how heavy it felt the first time you had to swing it. Remember. I like this guy. Let's check kitty armor first. Oh! A warrior! What are our descriptions? Made from Diablos parts, this hammer rages at prey. It's said to be a host to a bloodthirst all its own. A host to the desert despot soul. This Diablos helm bestows an unbreakable will upon its user. Hard enough to repel steel, this Diablos armor turns the wearer into the terror of the sands. This is pretty good. And it's got a pretty nice defense stat. Certainly better than what we're using for Toby, but Toby's is just so cute. Nice hammer, actually. This is pretty good. I don't know if we'll craft it, but it is pretty good. I like that we can still see Mochi's sweet face. And then, what about us? Ah! I really thought they would have gone the super skimpy route for this. That's what I expected to see. I figured we'd get like the heavy pauldrons and like a breastplate, but I thought we'd have fully exposed stomach. I expected to see a lot of leg. I got at least thigh. Thigh to knee, probably bare skin. This is full coverage, but it doesn't look bad. I actually think that you could do some interesting mixing and matching with this and Rathian, because I feel like their silhouettes are very similar. What do we got as far as stats go? Good defense. Not bad, not bad, not bad. And then, what are our skills? We got critical draw, slugger. That would be great for us, but I'm down a horn. I can't make it. Heroics. Is that gonna do what I think it does? Yeah. Better attack when health is low. We're never gonna be using that. Can I just like go down the list? Actually, yeah. Hold on. Diablo's power is bludgeoner. Raise attack as your weapon loses sharpness. Also boosts ranged weapon melee attacks and odds of stunning. Fuck. Because if anyone performing draw attacks, easier to stun is fabulous. Marathon runner also good because we dodge a lot. Protection against ground tremors and stun resist. Okay, so stun resistance is my charm. Dang. I'd really like to have Slugger here. I'm actually really interested in this set bonus, because I don't do so well with sharpening here. So I have a question. Heaven's Door, Bludgeoner. What is the math like on that? Because I'm thinking maybe like Bludgeoner plus the Bone Hammer feels like it could be a strong combination. Diablos Bludgeoner plus Elementless Hammer is the highest damage hammer in the game. But you lose Okay, but if I'm losing more attack than I gain due to the low sharpness multipliers, how is it possible for that hammer to do so much? Good for early game, but bad late game. It's a bit of a gimmick. Never gonna do more damage than just having good sharpness. Okay. Disgustingly strong for low rank. Especially if used with green sharpness. But it's not as good as just having great sharpness. That's fine though. Only works for weapons that I feel like we could potentially get some mileage out of this. Maybe not for a long time, but for a little bit. Unfortunately, and I can craft 3 of the pieces. No, I can only craft 2 because we don't have enough of the shell. All right. We'll sit on this for now. What's our flavor text here? The bold horns on this Diablos armor are a challenge to any who doubt your rule over the sands. Okay. I don't think we have anyone else to talk to. But I would like to see what the research team... I want to know if the research team responds to this at all. I really do. So... I'm gonna have us fuck off to the research base, and we'll sweep through the Wyverians there. I don't think it will take a super long time. Oh, thank you again for the super chat. Some people may think Monster Hunter games don't have story, but Monster Hunter has a lot of deep lore about the monsters and the world. I do, yeah. I love the ecology of the series. I love the way that they weave this world together. I love the focus on the environments as distinct, yet I don't know. And I have a hard time discussing it as eloquently as I'd like to. Just because it can be hard to articulate your thoughts live on stream while experiencing like so many different things, balancing game, balancing chat. But it's very impressive design for me. I really like the way they make these games. I just really do. We're gonna go to the research base. And then you. Do you have anything to say?
How you doing?
Dude, ain't no fucking way this guy just hit me with. How you doing? It's our best customer! You need something? No. I just wanted to see if you had something to say. Sorry. There's my cat. We'll go downstairs. Oh, hang on. Why did Zora Magdaros wander off into the Everstream? The first Wyverian said it was attracted to the light of life. But what does that mean? I don't know. Okay, well, I'll take all of this from my kitties! Helpful cats. Yeah, that's Nugget, everybody. That's Sky's Palico. Oh, I didn't look at weapons. I will look at weapons. I'll look at weapons later. We're going to send them out on another safari. And... I have Simon's Observers or Jet's Supporters. Let's do Jet Supporters. I don't know if these are Palicos from other folks in the community, but we'll send them out. And then I need Mandragora real bad. And herbs and honey. Damn, they could bring me back like Yana parts? Wait. I need Durabits, actually. Let's send them out to the waste. Let's send them out to the waste, for sure. They're adventurers! Look at them go! I love these cats! Alright, this is the Shy Wyverian, I believe. If things get really bad, we can just take the airship and skedaddle, right? You could leave us all behind. Yeah, I mean, if you wanted. Okay, so looks like we're getting one line of dialogue per. you want to improve your Tailraider Safari member stats, you'll need to worry about more than just their experience levels. You'll also need to check what tools they've got in their paws. The higher the proficiency, the higher their stats. Thanks, Simon the cat. Your Safari members' personal quirks determine what they're good at and what they're not so good at. Send them on a route they're suited for, and they'll collect more rewards for you, probably. You can also talk to your housekeeper. I can, but then I don't get to see the cutscene. So let's go up here. Yeah, okay, there's my handler. So we won't talk to her just yet.
I see.
Maybe we talk to the Melder. We didn't talk to her. She's in Astera now, but maybe she has some response to this. Lead Zora Magdaros out to sea. Yes, I concur. First and foremost, we have to put our survival first. We can worry about the research later.
I see.
I see. This guy's probably gonna complain about the dude below us.
You bothering me again?
Well, I'm gonna bother you, Hunter. Bother you with this bounty I just got for you. Thanks, man. I'm good, but thank you. Here's our airship manager. I heard what's up. Sounds like you've got your work cut out for you. You have no idea. This is so stimulating. I think I might even be amused. That was a joke! Laugh. This would work on me, I fear. Wow, that's it. That's all she's got. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I forgot to look at weapons. I suspect we won't be able to craft any. But let's look at them anyway. And then we'll accept the quest. It's 3:30. Okay, one thing at a time. One thing at a time. Hold on. You're just the hunter I was looking for. I'm working on a new specialized tool, but I need help with the materials. Can I talk you into signing up for the redefining the power couple quest? Are you going to send me after both wraths?
All right.
I asked provisions to put aside what I need once the quest is complete. Whenever you feel like it is just unbelievable. Okay. Fuck. They gave me an optional quest that I can get a trinket out of. That's really bad. We might get waylaid. Okay, let's forge weapons. Hammer. Tree. Oh, damn. I have a dragon element hammer now? Oh my gosh, there is a Diablos hammer. Ooh. Okay. So this hammer has huge base attack and actually like pretty damn good sharpness. I get to it from Kulu. Do you think I have enough Kulu bits? From bone? From bone to Kulu? I might be able to make this. So, but my question is, and I'm where you can't see it because my webcam is covering it. But we've got massive attack with minus 25 affinity. Negative affinity, I'm not really used to seeing. I never concerned myself with that because Dual Blades is a high affinity weapon. What is the trade-off when a weapon has negative affinity? What does that mean? Negative crits. Oh, so there's a chance to crit, but your crit deals less damage than your regular attacks? Okay, so 25% of the time, I'm not actually doing 884 damage. Is that worth the trade-off? It can be offset with positive affinity. So if I were to put 25 points of affinity into my build, it would be 0. If you hire bonus, but if you rebuild it, pure attack something. I kind of want to try it. if we can make this, and I suspect we actually might be able to, I might have an extra bone weapon hanging out. Let's look. Okay, hold on. I'm looking at hammer stuff. Upgrade. Yes, upgrade equipment. And then my hammer. That's bone, but I don't think we can roll this back. So I think we'll need to make another one. I think we need to make another one. I can roll back the upgrade. If I roll back the upgrade... Do I have enough Kulu bits? Damn. I'm short 2 Diablos shells. That's a fucking shame. Okay. That is unfortunate. I kind of want the hammer. It's the same rarity as what I'm using. So I guess we wouldn't be disadvantaged if we didn't upgrade, but I think I would really like to. Hold on. Let me look at the quest board really quickly. Yeah, it's like I don't have to have it, but I do want it. Especially since it seems like we're about to go into a big fucking thing. Okay, we've got Odagra on Legiana, power couple. Here at the Second Fleet, we've been working to develop new tools to help your hunts, but we need your help gathering materials. We're counting on you to take this quest. Okay. It's 3:30. I'm gonna take a break right now. I will reconvene with mods about the book. I will probably have a quick snack. And, when I get back, let's talk about time. Because whatever comes next is going to be big. I have 90 minutes is the longest I could possibly stream for. And what I don't want whatever this is to take 90 minutes. Because if it's cool, then I'm going to want to, like, yell about it and hype about it. And then I don't want to put, like, a time limit on that. There's a part of me that says maybe we should save our main quest for tomorrow. I don't know. Let me convene with some people about that. It's a big thing. It's a big thing. So let me, keep that in mind. I'm going to want to talk about pacing when I get back. But if nothing else, I need a snack. And I want to talk to the mod team about the book real quick. Okay. Okay. Let's, yeah, I'm thinking that Lodestar, that's our option. We could do it basically right now. And that, I'm assuming that could take us maybe an hour. That could take us to 4:30. We probably have the time. But I don't know if I want to do it, so close to the end of what a hard stop would be. I'm going to think about it. Okay, I'm going to talk to the mods. I'm going to get up. I'm going to get some water. I will be right back. Enjoy the music. Okay. Hi. I got up. I had a snack. I got water. I talked to the mods. I think we should wait. And I say that with a really heavy heart because I want to see this as badly as you do. I want to see it as badly as you. Probably more, arguably, actually. I think I want it more than everybody watching wants it. But I'd have to sacrifice prep that I want to do. And again, it's like the prep might not be necessary, but I'd feel really good if I had it. So at minute, like, I'd be sacrificing prep for a hunt that will probably take like 30 to 40 minutes. Like, we'd finish in time, but we wouldn't finish the way that I want to. And if anything goes wrong, then we're like really running out the clock. And then if something goes right and it's really hype, then we get cutscenes. And then I want to talk about the game with people, but I won't have time to talk about the game with people. I don't like the idea of tackling this with a deadline hard stop looming over. It feels like I'd be setting myself up to just not enjoy it to its fullest potential. And I really want to enjoy it to its fullest potential. So this is my plan. Well, Useless, I make absolutely no promises to you about the pace of the MSQ. I'm none whatsoever. We were doing 2 per stream for a little bit. I think one stream we did 3. But when there's optional quests, like, I have to do those because they give me tools and materials that facilitate the success of future hunts. And with my schedule as packed as it is right now, I just don't have time to do that off stream. Like, when we were playing Wilds, every day, I would basically come home from work and I'd be like, it's Monster Hunter time! And we would just be in there. I squeezed in an hour of hunting last night, knowing that I needed it for today. I just don't have the time to keep up with it off stream in that way, and I hope that that changes. But for right now, it's just kind of a factor that we need to accept. We can't move around it, so we just have to move with it. So here's what I think. I think this is what our plan should be. At minimum, I think we should tackle redefining the power couple. I'm gonna need one more Diablos. I've got plans tonight, and I probably won't be back until late, but maybe that is a multiplayer hunt I can wrangle with the community if people are online, awake, up and about after movie night. Because I want the Diablos hammer. I just fucking want it. I want it, and I think I should have it. And beyond that, quite frankly... Oh, Dr. Boyle, thank you so much for gifting those 10 subs. Thank you. Beyond that, quite frankly, maybe potentially even more than the hammer, I think I need to craft some wrath pieces. Because I know that it's weird because I know we're not going to be engaging Zora Magdaros directly. We're going to be on the boat. But if we end up on his body at any point, I'm going to need fire resistance. So maybe we want Rathalos up? I have no idea. I don't know what this means for us. I'm not sure how to conceive of what comes next. Maybe the entire thing is going to be on the ship. I don't know. I've never done this before. It's going to be brand new. So I think we should let's get some good gaming in, but I think the MSQ should wait. I won't want to cut the hype short by being, oh, that's great, that's cool, okay, I gotta go buy. Like, I just don't want to play like that. And again, it's like we could sacrifice the prep. It's low rank. We may not need it. The prep's fun. Like, I want to play the game. So, yeah. All right. I think we can do redefining the power couple. I think this could arguably be a very, very dangerous hunt for me. Let's see. We'll just see. So let's eat, and maybe we switch our loadout or something. Maybe we can get like some poison resistance. We're gonna need some antidotes. We'll tackle this. And then in a scenario where this takes me 40 minutes, then we'll wrap up, and then maybe, I don't know, maybe we throw in like an Arena Legiana or something and save Arena Odogaron for warming up tomorrow. because we'll need to save at least one optional quest just so I can get into the swing of things. But I do think the MSQ should wait. And I know that's disappointing news. Trust me, no one is more disappointed than I am, but I just don't want to feel like I'm really constrained. So I think this is the best call. Oh, that's a good idea. So if we can't read Diablos, maybe we can read it. Let's read Kulu. You guys, let's read Kulu. We haven't read entries for some of the earlier monsters. So what are we missing? We're missing... Diablos is okay, it's just a super minor spoiler. We might do Diablos 2 then. I would trust that I just picked up the wrong controller. This is off, by the way. Which monsters have we not read for entirely? So we're missing... Jagras, Kulu, Puke, Jura. I don't remember if we read Baroth after an optional hunt or not. And I don't believe we read Anjanath. But everything else, except for Juros, we should be current on. Let's read Bird. Yeah, I want to read... We didn't read Baroth. Okay. Let's read Bird. Yeah, we didn't get a Bird read. We can't read... Let's read Bird. I want to read Bird. I want to know about Bird stuff. I don't think I did read Anjanath. I know we read Rathalos, which mentioned Anjanath, but I don't know if I read Anjanath himself. All right, hold on. I'm finding monster. We definitely didn't read Anjanath, or I would have remembered this art. Yeah, it's Bird time. I know we read Toby though, because I love him. This is my bird. Look at my bird. He's so happy. He's got an egg in his hands. He's so happy. Yes, Gusto, we do community hunts with Twitch subs and YouTube members. On the Discord, definitely. Usually on Twitch as well. But I have somewhat assumed that people would probably not be interested in on-stream low-rank community hunts because those bits become replaced by high-rank materials later on. So I was going to wait until high rank for us to do Twitch stuff. Let me see. Kulu Yaku. Bird Wyvern. He's Bird. We know that. Uses its dexterous forearms to carry objects. Left unchecked, it's liable to run off with critical supplies. He's a thief? Dude, would he steal from me? Step 1 of rebuilding a secure camp is hunting that thief. Found mainly in the Wildspire waste habitat, this cheeky bird wyvern pays no mind to those who do not bring it harm, and mostly keeps to itself. Kulu Yaku's main sources of food are the eggs of other creatures, which it roots for with its highly sensitive beak. It's easy to appreciate the cunning of this monster when one witnesses how quickly it works before vanishing with its soon-to-be meal. Another impressive characteristic of the Kulu Yaku is their ability to easily travel long distances in constant search of new prey. From time to time, they have been known to travel all the way to the ancient forest. Dude, I would die of laughter if I saw a Kulu Yaku in the ancient forest. Brother, you're lost. Seeing the Kulu Yaku bob charmingly about the landscape with its vividly colored feathers makes it a difficult monster to detest. But when faced in conflict, it can wield boulders as both weapons and shields with surprising expertise. The bird is straight up just like, this monster is smart and beautiful, and you can't hate him. You are so right, actually. AKA the Feathered Plunderer.
Handle the rubies.
That's awesome! You'll watch the replay for sure. Thank you so much. I appreciate your super chat. I hope you can watch it, even if you can't make it tomorrow. The importance of eggs to Kulu Yaku. Kulu Yaku's main food sources are the eggs of flying and herbivorous wyverns, though it doesn't seem to show a preference towards species. After pilfering a nest, it will return to its own abode and devour the egg. This protective behavior reduces its chances of being spotted by any foes. On average, a Kulu-Yaku consumes the highly nutritious yolk of 3 to 4 eggs every day. Dude, he's Gaston maxing. He's gonna be roughly the size of a barge. This is a Disney villain. Yeah, he eats 3 to 4 eggs to help him get large. Oh my gosh. While the parent or parents are away, Kulu-Yaku sneaks into the nest and skillfully digs up a buried egg that it then steals. It is highly efficient at this process, which takes less than a minute from start to finish. Kulu-Yaku avoid repeatedly targeting a single nest. This is why you can easily spot them traversing the wildspire wastes, swamps, and forests, and almost everywhere in between. Outside of eating and sleeping, the Kulu-Yaku spends most of its time surveying nests, staying hydrated by drinking water several times a day. We've seen that. That's an actual animation you can watch him do. And frequently grooming the decorative feathers on its arms, which also aid in marking its territory. Okay. Thank you so much for subscribing. I really appreciate that. So you heard it here first. Kulu-Yaku eats, sleeps, drinks, creeps, and bathes. Those are Kulu-Yaku's top 5 interests. Its sixth interest is eating. Thieving and eating, apparently. Kulu-Yaku's legs are well adapted to the rocky ground of its wasteland habitat and boasts the ability to bound over and through precipitous cliffs. Its Akashi become emboldened and has been known to attack monsters stronger than itself, such as the mighty Diablos. Dude, I fucking love this monster. No fucking way. Its well-developed forelimbs are unusually powerful, with one account describing a Kulu-Yaku lifting a boulder weighing as much as 300 kilograms. Help me, I'm American. What does that mean? It may surprise you that there are researchers whose entire field of study is dedicated to studying the pectoral muscles of the Kulu-Yaku. I said Gaston maxing as a joke. That's kind of not a joke anymore. 661 pounds! What the fuck? I would really like to try to bait a turf war between Diablos and Kulu-Yaku. Is this possible? Heaven's Door, is this possible? He can canonically pick up a real-life lion and just throw it with no issue. When I was a lad! Low-key him! I'm a big fan of the phrase, freakishly strong. I was in Pilates last week, and, like, apropos of nothing. Like, I was finishing class, I was getting ready to walk out, and the instructor walked by me, and she went, I always love having you in class because you're so little. And then it turns out we put you on the machine and you're freakishly strong. And I was just like, I don't really know what to say to that. But thank you. No turf war. But I can make them fight. I want to see Kulu-Yaku throw rocks at Diablos. I want to see this bird absolutely fucking beef on him. A versatile claw. Kulu-Yaku's forelimbs end in 3 digits, with the middle digit considerably longer than the outer, making its clawed hands, it's got hands, perfect for grasping round objects. Furthermore, the fingertips of these digits are quite wide and are covered in lines of countless subcutaneous bumps. These bumps serve as natural grips for whatever object the Kulu-Yaku holds in its grasp, be it a slippery egg or a rigid boulder. Aside from being one means of attacking an invasive foe, the Kulu-Yaku's sharp claws also aid in digging up eggs or boulders. It's gained the nickname Scratching Bird from the way it claws at the ground to dig for objects. Its scales camouflage it to match the rocky and sandy landscape of the main habitat.
I won!
And its... Thank you so much for becoming a member. I really appreciate that. and its tongue is covered with barb-like structures that prevent a slippery egg yolk from sliding out of its mouth. Dude, there's actually like concept art here. Hold on. I'm gonna see if I can show you guys this. It's a really small picture, so it might be kind of difficult. Hold on. Look at the barbs it has in its mouth. So that when it starts slurping, it doesn't dribble. Whoa! Using its beak to track. The sensory organs in its beak can detect minute changes in whatever its beak touches. This is how it easily roots out buried eggs or boulders. When a Kuluyaku beak is unintentionally struck, its reflexive response is to drop whatever it might be carrying. For this reason, immature Kuluyaku will situate their stolen eggs on the ground and smash them open with rocks so that the egg white trickles out, leaving behind the yolk. This is one proposed explanation for why even mature Kuluyaku only consume the yolks of the eggs that they pilfer. I imagine the yolk is just in general like more nutritious than the white. Also, Trackers, thank you for becoming a member. Woman, it feels so weird to just shout woman in my chat. Woman short. It's so fun. I am eternally grateful to the community members who told me that this book existed and to the mods who made it safe for me to read on stream. I would really like to make it easier for everyone to read what I'm reading, but I need to check to make sure that's like okay. Like if I were to like put a down camera, or even if I were to do like a desktop source, like if I were to like scan the pages and then put the, I don't know. I don't want to get any kind of like copyright trouble. I don't know. It's like a weird thing to worry about. I don't know. I just assume the worst thing will happen at any given moment. The influence of plumage during mating. A Kuluyaku may be camouflaged by its scales, but note the feathers growing on its head and forelimb. These large and vividly colored feathers are a key ingredient in helping males attract females. They're also useful in marking a Kuluyaku's territory as it sloughs them off throughout the regions it frequents. There are also circles. So the sentence is, there are also circles of thought that contend these decorative feathers are the remains of ancient wings that the Kuluyaku lost through evolution. But I just read there are circles of thought, and in my brain I was like, no thoughts in his bird mind. That's where I went with it. During mating season, females will lay 2 eggs per pairing. The male and female each take 1 egg to parent. This practice reduces the chances of their eggs being targeted by natural enemies or competing Kuluyaku. They will devour the eggs of their own species. What's more, to prevent a Kuluyaku from mistakenly preying on its own egg, maybe not, Kuluyaku eggs boast an exceptionally unique coloring compared to other eggs. While brooding their eggs, some Kuluyaku may simply fast until their egg hatches. However, albeit rarely, some Kuluyaku have been known to succumb to their hunger during fasting and consume the contents of their own egg. The hunger becomes too great. This is, hold on. Okay, this next paragraph I think could be really fun. Impacts of the Elder Crossing on behavioral territory. Kuluyaku's main habitat is the Wildspire Waste, which allows them to frequently prey on Aptonoth eggs, as well as those of herbivorous and flying wyverns. Occasionally, Kuluyaku may be spotted in the ancient forest. There are various opinions on this topic, but Kuluyaku's appearance in the ancient forest has often coincided with the mating season of Great Jagras, which, considering the substantial distance between regions, suggests that the Kuluyaku are specifically targeting Great Jagras eggs, an entirely plausible explanation. Delving further, recent reports suggest that the energy from Zora Magdaros' crossing to the New World is drawing the Kuluyaku closer to the region and expanding its range of activity. Ooh. Chickens will also do that? I had no idea. Oh, scary! Real bird, like a real Timkin. Production backstory. So these will be notes from Tokuda and Fujioka. A charming, quirky, and tough monster. Kuluyaku shows up with Puke Puke, along with several action-heavy monsters. So we created a monster that players could have fun with thanks to its unique traits. We decided on a monster that could stir the pot by stealing the eggs of other monsters. By making it hold a boulder instead of eggs, we could teach the player that attacks can bounce off hardened monsters. We encouraged players to use their slinger by making Kuluyaku drop its boulder after being hit. If there was a Kuluyaku that didn't drop its rock, they'd have the ultimate defense. They have enough strength to hold a boulder, so if they were smart, they'd win a fight just by crushing a hunter. This is a monster that changes its attitude on the fly, so from a design standpoint, we wanted to make Kuluyaku very expressive. One moment it's carrying a boulder, so it's very confident in itself and takes on opponents it normally wouldn't. But if it drops that boulder the next minute, it's scampering away. Since it was supposed to feed on eggs, I thought the action of pecking might fit it well, and that's how it became bird-like. Also, Gunnar, thank you so much for gifting all those subs! I really appreciate it! Dude, I love that. And it's interesting that they talk about how expressive the bird is, because the first time we hunted Kuluyaku, I think this was GCB, actually, did a little video of the hunt, and when it drops the boulder, it goes like it like looks down and opens its mouth. It's just like, no, like it's a very expressive I don't know, man. Jin might have competition. Who would win? One Apex Leviathan or Teeth Bird? Yeah. Shoplifting bird. Who would win? I really like this design. It's so funny. Book Club inspired me to buy this book. Now I'm so glad. Like, it's just such a wonderful enhancement to the game and the gaming experience. I love seeing some of this concept art of the bird as well, because I typically, when I see concept art, it's for like humanoid characters. So I don't usually see bird stuff. Sorry, it's really tilted. The book is very heavy. I don't usually get to see bird stuff or monster stuff. Can Jin hold a boulder? I don't think so. I'm really glad we read this. This is super fun. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I actually feel like it might be like going out on Kulu might be a really high note, but I would like to see if I'm adequately prepared for the Wrath duo. So let me go back and look at my equipment. Hold on. Yeah, Jin doesn't make funny faces. Dude, Jin doesn't steal. Jin can't hold boulders. I don't know, man. My goat might be washed. Where am I? That is upstairs that I've already been to. I want to go this way. Also, I'm so hammer-pilled that when I run down these stairs, I keep expecting to slide. Like I can just take advantage of it. Oh my gosh! Wait, why is everyone being so generous? Unknown, thank you so much for your subs also. Thank you for your support, everyone. That means the world to me. Okay, so at the very least, if we can wrangle it, I think we're gonna want a high defense stat. Heaven's Door. Is poison considered a blight? I don't think so. I think poison is its own fucking thing. Because I know we have a couple of pieces that give us blight resistant. Ooh. Not a blight status. Okay, so maybe we can find like some poison resistance then. Perhaps. And then we're gonna want high fire resistance. Poison would actually help us on both of them. In Wilds, I actually legitimately didn't know that Rathalos could poison you. Perhaps I would just manage to avoid that mechanic altogether, or maybe it didn't poison as frequently. But we were poisoned quite a bit during the Rathalos hunt, and Rathian's gonna do it even more. So poison res might be something we can look at. Let me see. What do we got? Where is Rathian? We got, yeah, so we will get poison resistance. Health boost could be fun also, potentially. So poison res would be nice. If I could get more than one level of that, that would honestly be really sick. But I don't think it's going to work for us like that. Unless we could find another armor piece for poison resistance and put on a poison resist charm. Because this set gives me totally respectable fire defense. And Rathalos will give me fire resistance. Okay. I think... Wild Rathalos is poison. It's just one attack. I think we were poisoned like maybe 3 or 4 times by Rathalos the last time when we hunted him last week. And I had a hard time with the visual tell for it. Because obviously Rathian, she'll do her little flip. She's an acrobat. She's in the circus. But with Rathalos, I couldn't tell where it was coming from. Okay, so I'm gonna need some Rathian stuff. I'm gonna need some Rathalos stuff. Okay. 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 Here's what I'm thinking. Tomorrow, I actually think we'll open with the double Wrath. If tonight I have enough time to get home from my event and hop on Monster Hunter and grind these sets up. And I think that'll be a nice way to get my optional stuff done, warm up before the big hunt, and presumably give me more things to help prep for the big hunt anyway, because I wanted some Rathalos stuff for the big hunt, and that's what's coming next. I think that's what we should do. I feel really good going out on Kulu. It's 4 o'clock. That's just about the natural time. Now I can decompress from the stream before I have to like fly out the door in a haze. I feel confident. I think this is perfect. So, subs and members, tonight, the Wraths. I don't think there's anything we can get from Dog that would really benefit me here. No, I don't need anything from Dog, but I'm gonna need both Wraths tonight, and at least 1 Diablos. Sound good? Sound good. Okay, if I'm back, it'll be late my time. It'll probably be about 9 o'clock, 9:30. It'll be about 5 hours from now. But for those of you who are awake, or for those of you who are up when you shouldn't be, let's get her done. And tomorrow, I can only assume big things will be happening. Yes. Okay. Thank you so much again for such a wonderful stream. I am sorry that we could not go as far with it as we wanted, but I just did not want to have the looming deadline interfering with our performance or enjoyment at all. So we will be back in top form tomorrow at the usual time of 12 p.m. noon Pacific. We'll warm up with the Wraths. Or Arena Legiana if I feel like I just really want to get into it. And then we will be accepting our MSQ for annoying Zora Magdaros into the ocean. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your day. If you're hunting with me, I'll see you on Discord later tonight. And hopefully, if you're watching with me, I will see you tomorrow at noon for more Monster Hunter. Okay. Bye, everybody.